be here to ride the wave of the water frontier. The ocean's warm and the tunes are chill. We'll stand here till we get our fill. We're working hard and we're playing hard too. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Time to go big or go home. And I ain't going home, cause summer's on. And I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. Cause summer's on. The ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. Everything we've ever wanted's right here. Don't wanna blink just to fight the fear that our time will pass way too fast. And I'll be dreaming of the beach another year. We're gonna have the time of our lives. Days and nights with the sun in our eyes. And a wild tide under bluest skies, tearing up the shoreline. Cause summer's on. And I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. Cause summer's on. The ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. We're gonna ride away. The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. The summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day.
Back in 2020.
Back
Or
in
not.
2020.
Man, I feel old just hearing that phrase.
Right. All right,
I
guys.
feel like it was last year.
All right, you ready for this? You ready for this? Ready for this? We're gonna do some dice dropping ASMR. Let's see if my mic catches it. Ready?
Yeah.
It caught,
It caught out the
start.
first bit.
Beautiful.
Caught the first bit. Well, that's fine. I don't have a whole lot of dice. I'm not a dice goblin. I had a much larger collection, but clacking after all.
I love watching your turtle mouth move while you're rolling dice.
All right, now I apologize for everybody's ears. I'm gonna be moving my mic back, so just give me 1 second here. It's gonna be just a little disturbing. And there we go. All right, now that we got our ASMR, we got our ASMR portion out of the way. Welcome everyone to our 12th episode of Sand and Shadow. Can we just stop beating around the bush now? Can I go back to saying our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons tabletop role playing game,
Yeah.
whatever?
I mean,
I'm
you never
pretty
had
sure
to
it's
stop
safe.
saying it.
It was mostly just like a joke for me, but now that we're here, it seems like it almost feels like a disservice to not say it, you know?
I mean, we're already here. We may as well keep calling it that, right?
Right. So this is our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons homebrew campaign set in the desert kingdom of Abu Kanasta. I am your dungeon master, Ekan, the Turtle VTuber, and with me today, I am not one to trump tradition, except for that one episode. We will not talk about it. Except for, so we're gonna start things off with the lovely Not Mafia.
Hello, it is I, not underscore mafia underscore. I'm playing Violet the Warlock. Undying Warlock. Or undead. I don't remember if it's undead or undying. Whatever.
It's the one that has the form of dread.
Yeah.
It's the spooky one.
Yeah.
All right, following suit, we have the lovely Wailing Frog.
I'm Wailing Frog. I play Serena, the Grave Cleric. I am recovering from bronchitis, so I may mute from time to time, but
Do what you
I'm
gotta
happy to be
do.
here.
Do what you gotta do. Going through, we have our newbie Lumi.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lumi, and I play Visper, the female Eldrin sorcerer. That's it. I still suck at intros.
We working on it. We're 12 episodes in, guys. We working on
We're
it.
improving.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Just
slowly but
guys,
surely.
just wait, guys. Campaign 2, she's gonna be killing it.
Right.
Campaign 2, she's already got like she's gonna be like the Sam Riegel of our group. She's just gonna come up with random new stuff every time. Um, okay, I lied. I'm gonna break tradition here in this one instance. I'm just going down the line at this point. So next is going to be my sister from another mister. We got Cherry, aka Laser Rabbit.
Hey everybody, I'm Cherry, aka Laser Rabbit. Just like Big Brother said, I play Ember, the slightly alcoholic dwarf bard. And fun fact about Ember this week, the last party she went to back in her hometown ended with the town mayor losing an arm.
Jesus, how did that happen?
Nope, we're gonna discuss that later.
Oh, that's
I'm writing
a
that down.
story for another time.
I'm writing that down. And I'm making that canon. I know exactly where her hometown is in my world. I am writing that down.
Fair.
And last but certainly not least, it's my bro. We got Rune Phantom here.
Hey, what up, everybody? My name is Rune Phantom. I am playing Squarb Featherfowl, Eric Cochran, member of the Scara Audin. And Squarb's been working really hard investigating a bunch of different stuff this week. And he recently got a tip about this new kind of guild, the Junk Recovery Payout Guild, otherwise known as JRPG. He's been working hard trying to figure out what the hell they're all about.
Roll initiative with disadvantage. No.
I'm sorry, I just really wanted to bring up my real world stuff too.
I know. I appreciate it though. I
Oh
appreciate
my
it.
goodness.
I'm excited. I'm excited when that script is done. I'm excited to see its completion.
You'll be like the second person to read it because first is going to be Cherry.
You're right. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
I am
So
the wife, I have that right.
correct. So where we last left off, you guys were. Let's be honest. You guys got your shit kicked in pretty hard.
Yeah.
You did your best. You tried to stop a summoning ritual that was going on, but just a lot of things just compounded and just a lot of bad rolls happened, and it ended up coming up to the summoning of a skeletal knight. You guys decided the optimal solution was to retreat for now and then come back when you have at least regrouped. You guys then were able to locate a couple of Scara Audin Jackals who reported this to their local precinct and were able to gather 8 jackal warriors to assist you in clearing this seemingly infested with the undead apartment building. Making your way through, Lumi was I took over as Lumi for the time being. So for Visper burned a hole through some wooden planks thanks to some thoughtful insight from Violet, and you guys used that as an entryway from the ground floor where you swiftly eliminated these really cool blood blobs that I was excited to use, and you decided to murk them, you heartless bastards.
Yeah, we're heartless.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying they were gonna be cool. They had this really cool like tactic and ability. Sure, they can only move 20 feet per turn because they're flesh blobs, but they had a really cool power which I'll never get to use until later in the campaign where they may or may
When
not
you
come
decide
back.
to bring them back without our knowledge.
Hey, it'll happen. You'll know. At least now you know. They're cool. They'll be there. But no, you guys then proceeded to basically become a max tack from Cyberpunk Squad, and every door you kicked down Munchkin style, you then proceeded to completely obliterate without mercy any cultist or undead you happen to find. But you weren't able to eliminate a Minotaur skeleton just in time. You dealt damage, and we already calculated the damage for that one, but it's still up. And now you because of the ruckus that you guys had created, you basically are the FBI bursting into the scene at this point. You're like a SWAT team, just door after door after door, just clear. It's like playing Rainbow Six Siege. You guys, you caused some ruckus, and I would say that where's my note for this? I would say Visper, Ember, and Serena, with the highest passive perceptions, would hear that something is coming from down or from up above downstairs, and maybe joining you guys amidst the flow of combat. But with that in mind, I'm gonna have to ask you all to roll initiative for me as we start the campaign right into combat.
You got it.
Woo.
That is a 18 from me.
18, got it.
10.
10.
Where did my notebook go? Why am I not finding everything I usually have prepared?
Stop letting him into your house and maybe I'll stop eating it.
Where's the fun in that?
I got a 9.
It's the one under saving throws, correct?
It's the one
Yeah.
next to the...
Okay, I got 12.
Yeah. Okay, so here, I'm just going to start a new page in this notebook that I'm using for a different campaign. Fun fact about me, chat. I am currently a part of 4 different campaigns. So...
Oh,
three of which I
Oh,
may,
goodness.
2 of which I am a player, and 2 of which I DM, and you've just found out that this is the one of the other ones that I DM. So there you go. Okay, so just once more time, we're gonna go in reverse order of introduction, starting with Squarb.
All right.
Squarb, what did you
So,
get?
19.
19. Okay.
No,
cool.
not 19. Sorry, 18.
18. Okay. Ember, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
Ember got a 9. Visper, what'd you get?
Well,
Serena,
10.
10. And Violet.
Also 10.
Which one of you has the higher dex modifier?
I
have plus
plus
2.
1.
So Violet will be going first. Cool. Now I gotta roll for these 3 weirdos. Well, okay. Well, that sucks for me. Already off to a good start, huh? Good to
Off
see
to a
my...
great start.
Well, that's
Yep.
okay. Tuesdays when my dice will attempt to kill my players. We'll see. Okay, so wow. All right. I'll be honest with you. Undead aren't really all that fast. So they're going last. Looks like based on these numbers. So it's literally going to be just like last week, where it's you guys first and the bad guys. So, all right. So you guys currently have 2 you have 2 cultists and a Minotaur skeleton at your behest, with Squarb at the top, and then Visper, you're on deck.
All right.
alright.
I will say you kicked down the door, you lunged in, struck down, you did a good chunk of damage to the Minotaur. So the Minotaur skeleton is wounded, but you are in the midst of combat, but you are in the middle of the room. And the room is the same size as when you fought the other Minotaur up on the 3rd floor. It's a pretty big room. It's a 30-foot by 20-foot by 20-foot room.
Sick. So Squarb's gonna rock in with all of the confidence of having beaten one of these things before, single-handedly, I might add.
Absolutely.
And He's going to go ahead and targeting the Minotaur skeleton, just rock right up and swing.
Go for it. Roll to see if you hit.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is 6 damage plus 6 radiant. So
Okay.
12 total.
12 total damage. Copy that.
And then attack number 2, same target.
Right, you guys are 5th level, so you have extra attack.
I don't think a 9 is going to hit.
No, sadly a 9 does not hit the target. So
that's okay.
So yeah, so you lunge in, confident, knowing that you have slain one before in single combat. You bring your longsword up, and as you swing up, you pull back and you go for a thrust, but you just sort of mistimed it as the Minotaur was reeling from the shock of radiant damage across its rib cage that you swung through. That you just sort of misplaced your blade before you returned back to your ready stance, raising your shield in defense.
It happens. Not every hit's gonna land.
Exactly. Visper, you're up with Violet on deck.
Right, since Score basically beat the crap out of that Minotaur, I think I'm gonna go for the other, cover more ground.
All right, cool. So you have 2 cultists that you can aim for, or you can aim for the Minotaur. Your choice.
Okay, I'm going to aim at one of this.
Okay, go ahead. What are you planning on using?
You know what? I'm gonna go with 12-minute meteor.
Minute meteor.
Minute meteors.
Such a good spell.
It's such a fun spell. Can you, for the crowd, please read it out for all of us?
All right. You create 6 tiny meteors in your space. They float in the air and they orbit for you for the spell's duration. When you cast a spell, as a bonus action on each of your turns thereafter, you can expand 1 or 2 of the meteors, sending them striking towards a point or points you choose within 120 feet of you. Once a meteor reaches its destination or impacts against a solid surface, the meteor explodes. Each creature within 5 feet of the point where the meteor explodes must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
God, and she can hold this as a concentration above to 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, this is fine. All right, cool. So how many meteors are you sending out? 1 or 2?
I'm gonna send out 2.
All right, you send out 2 meteor. Melf, dude, the wizard Melf was insane. Like, they truly believed in just if they are completely eviscerated, I don't have to worry about it. The problem is solved. Because they also created Melf's acid arrow. Just
Dang.
Cool, thanks. Melf had a power. Okay, cool. So let me see here. When you cast a spell and it's a bonus action if your turns thereafter, you can expend 1 of the 2. So you just summoned 6 meteors and you're just gonna send 2 of them out, streaking to a point of your choice you can see within 120 feet. Okay, cool. So the way this is worded, I'm reading it as a single target cast but you also have floating orbital meteors just hanging around you.
All right.
Cool. All right, cool. So yeah, you can target one of the cultists with this because they're just far enough away where they can't get hit by the radial explosion, but 2d6 fire damage is still 2d6 fire damage. So, alrighty. So yeah, what is your spell save DC?
What was that?
Go into your spells.
All right.
Do you see at the top those 3 numbers? Read the one that says spell save DC for me.
14.
Okay, gotta beat a 14. Come on, DM dice. Roll your 2d6 fire damage.
All right.
Wait, you're sending out 2 of them?
Yeah.
I am going to read this as they are each a different instance of damage. So roll 4d6 fire damage.
Wait, so would I roll again?
Yeah, so the way I'm reading this, it seems that each meteor. Now, I'll look it up later, but I'm kind of wanting it to be as badass as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So you will roll for each meteor's worth of damage, but each meteor is 2d6 fire damage. They failed the saving throw, so you're rolling 4d6 fire damage.
So I'll click on the button 4 times. Is what you're saying.
Click where it says 2d6 for most minute meteors, just click it twice.
All right. Okay, I got 7 and 11.
18 fire damage. So, how do you want to do this?
You should have never asked me that question.
that was a dangerous game I'm playing, apparently.
Well, essentially, I like, what is it? Want to make them disappear out of existence.
Cool. Let me, if you'll allow me. Visper, you conjure forth these little orbs of rock and flame that hover around you, and and then distinctly the sound. Oh, wait a minute! This is a leveled spell. Roll me a d20. I need to see if you roll a 1 through 5.
Oh yeah.
20? All right.
Yeah, roll me just a flat d20. If you roll a 1 through 5, then wild magic. Wow, that could not have been luckier. All right.
6, baby.
Wait, is this my book? Is this the one that has that? No, this is for my Friday game. All right, hold on. It's I have the book here somewhere. There's a notebook here somewhere. I have like 5 different notebooks. All right. I wrote it here. I know I did. It's in one of these pages. Oh, there it is. Found it. Oh, it was 1 page back. Yes, I know your DM's a silly Billy, but okay, cool. So yeah, no wild magic occurs. So next time you roll a leveled spell on a 1 through 6 on the d20, wild magic.
All right.
She's lucky, but the spell goes off without a hitch. So you say you want to just turn this. You just want to make this person disappear. Cool. So you summon these.
Them.
Cool. So you summon these 2 floating rocks cloaked in crimson flames, and as you do so, you look to your target, and a gleeful, almost childlike smile creeps upon your face as you send out 2 of these meteors flying out. The creepiest part about this, for anybody who's in the room, you will hear giggling, like pixies in the forest giggling, as you see these 2 meteors streak over, and in a explosion of fire and brimstone, this cultist, where they once stood, is no more, and all you see is a smoldering pile of ash and cloth.
You.
Pardon me, Sir DM, sir, but can I please provide the creepy giggle?
If you feel like you have the power to do so, more than happy. Yeah, that'll cut. We'll have to sound boost that later in post. But hey, yeah. Is there anything else you can do, Visper, before we move on to Violet? Because that was just your action.
I think, like, what is it? I think it says I have, like, a bonus action, if I read correctly.
Yeah, so when you cast the spell, and as a bonus action on each of your turns thereafter. So you can't use minute meteors again as a bonus action this turn, but if you have a bonus action that you would like to do, as long as it doesn't require a concentration spell, you can cast another concentration spell, or you can use any of your other bonus action abilities.
Let me see. Shoot, I just lost it.
there should be a tab for you when you click on actions on your character sheet. There's a tab that says bonus. That'll give you
Mhm.
all of your available bonus actions.
Well, can I? What is it? What is it? How many sorcery points do I have?
You took a short rest, and I'm not sure if you recovered your sorcery. I don't remember if you recovered sorcery points in a short rest. Let me check. I believe you do, because sorcerers are kind of built different. Let me see here. Sorcery points. You regain all your spent sorcery points on a long rest. Okay, cool. So then you would have to go into your character sheet, go to where it says features and traits, click class features, and then scroll down. There will be a section that says font of magic.
All right.
And then all the
says-
filled in boxes are the sorcery points you've spent.
All right. So I have like 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need to check again. Because it's been some time.
Yeah.
Well, I can get my first level slot back again, but I need to see. It's not worth it in my opinion. So I will not be taking my bonus action.
Okay. So then we'll move right along to Violet with Serena on deck.
All right. How many people are in this room?
Currently 3 plus Squarb.
And how close together are they?
Squarb and the Minotaur are in melee distance of each other, but one of the cultists is. Oh wait, no, one of the cultists is completely eviscerated. So there's just a single cultist and the Minotaur combined with Squarb to make 3 people. So I'm still technically right, the best kind of correct. Yeah, but no, it would just be there would be just another cultist and the Minotaur. The cultist and the Minotaur, from what you can see, they're about 10 feet apart.
They're about 10 feet apart. Okay.
Correct. Also, apologies, I'm moving the mic once more.
Okay. So never mind, because these are cultists and skeletons. Will follow in Scorb's footsteps and swing at this Minotaur
Go for it. See if you hit.
with a nat 20.
Jeez.
All right. Well, I guess fuck me. I
Yes, I'm gonna
guess.
see if I hit.
So that's gonna be 12 plus 10, so 22 damage.
Well, remember. So you're using a battle axe, right?
Yes.
So the battle axe does what for dice damage? Is it 2d10 or 1d10?
1d10.
So 10 plus 3.
If I'm wielding with both hands, which I assume I am.
I just assume you're optimizing your damage unless you tell me otherwise. I'll be honest with you.
The way Violet is built, I use both hands on the battle axe and I take one off to cast.
Copy that.
Which I assume is correct.
Yes. You need at least 1 free hand to cast spells. All right, cool. So that is going to be so it's 10 because we're using crunchy crits. So it's so it's a flat 10 from the damage die plus what you rolled, which is
12.
12 plus your proficiency bonus.
Unfortunately, with how D&D Beyond works, I can't. It automatically.
Yeah, it automatically
does
doubles the.
2d10
Yeah, it
thing.
automatically does it. So,
So,
that's why I'm trying to do the. That's why I'm trying to do the damage right here.
The way mechanically it kind of works with this is that I kind of have advantage for my damage roll.
It's kind of funny. Crunchy crits is just different, guys. I apologize.
So would it be 22 because it would be 10 plus the 9 plus the 3?
Yes,
So
that's where I
22.
was getting to. So 22 points of damage.
Oh, plus
and then
Corpse
you have
Slayer.
to roll your radiant damage, which does not double with crunchy crits, but just go ahead and roll your radiant damage.
Unfortunate. That is an additional 4 damage.
Okay, so we're looking at 26 points of damage in total.
Yep.
Alrighty, cool. So, as the Minotaur skeleton lunges back forward to take a step to get ready to swing at Squarb, Violet rushes in and just goes right at the kneecap with this eldritch looking battle axe that swings and cleaves through the knee, causing it to drop down, and you just see this knee bone fly out as radiant damage erupts from where the knee once was, causing the leg to just slowly begin to disintegrate. It's not downed yet, but I will say you guys effectively have bloodied it together.
Nice.
Alrighty, is that all you can do? Do you have a bonus action?
I do have bonus actions, but they all require resources I don't want to spend on this battle.
Fair enough. Serena, you're up. Ember, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna stay out in the hall and prepare for whatever else is coming, but I'm going to have the Minotaur make a Wisdom 14 saving throw, please.
You're fine.
I don't imagine a skeleton being good at Wisdom.
You know, you would be right as I roll a 7 minus 1.
Oh no!
How much damage am I taking?
2d12?
Roll for it.
That's 17 damage.
I gotta pull up the calculator. Hold on. Actually, I need the power of a computer to help me with this. Okay.
I like Toll the Dead now.
Dude, it's so fucking busted. Okay, minus 17 damage.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's still alive.
How?
I don't know.
I think the word we're looking for is barely.
Yeah. You took out half of its health in a single spell.
And a cantrip.
As a cantrip. Alright, so that's a cantrip and that was your action, correct?
Yep, that was my
I love
action.
cantrip scaling. It's so good.
It's so good. Do you have a bonus action you wish to use?
Nope.
Alrighty, cool. Then that will move on to Ember. You are up. And I might not have any villains left to fight with by the end of your turn. We'll find out.
All right. I am going. I would like to use my vicious mockery.
On, you have a cultist left, and you have the Minotaur who's basically almost dead.
The Minotaur.
Okay.
Because I think it'd be funny to mock it while it dies.
You're gonna be like that video from XP to level 3. Roll. What do I have to roll against?
2d4 psychic damage.
Well, no. What's your isn't vicious mockery a spell save?
Oh, it's 13.
Come on! Wait, was it a wisdom or charisma saving throw?
Wisdom.
Never mind. I don't know why I bothered asking. Charisma was worse, but wisdom just hurts. Roll your damage. You said it was how much? 2d4?
2d4 psychic damage.
Okay. That's not too bad.
5.
Alright, cool.
That's
So,
pretty good.
all things considered, it's pretty solid. Not enough to kill, though. Was that a bonus action or an action? I can't remember for vicious mockery.
That was my main action, and I'm gonna go ahead and mock it. Ha ha ha! Minotaur, think you're so strong? Ha 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 ha! You got crushed! Ha 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 ha! You're a loser! Ha 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 ha!
If skeletons could cry, the
I
Minotaur
am
would shed a
so
single
sorry,
tear.
Sean. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
did not expect that.
Yeah. If skeletons were able to produce tears, you would see a single one drop across its bony head. Just because it's a bad guy doesn't mean you have to hurt his feelings.
I think that's a fantastic excuse to do exactly that.
I am going to skip my bonus action because I don't want to spend resources on it when we're doing so good right now.
You know what? I believe that's good on you. All right, then. So then it goes to my guy's turn. Come on, Minotaur, you got this. Just swing back. Just swing hard. Just got a Beyblade. Just swing down, swing low. Come on, come on. Wait, wait, wait. Yeah! I'm sorry, Squirt.
I'm not.
I'm pretty ecstatic. He rolled a 16 plus his 2 hit, and you have an armor class of 18, 17.
17, I think.
So yeah, so that's definitely gonna hit. So he is going to take this opportunity. He's down one leg, so I realistically can't even do his goring a charge attack, which is what I was going to do on the next turn, but I had to be the DM who likes to describe the visceral combat. So now I gotta stick with that. The problem of improv is that you gotta stick with what you play out. All right, so he is going to take 2d12. So he's going to swing that giant great axe. Is that it? Oh, those are both 9s. You will be taking 18 slashing damage. As this
that stings.
As this giant meaty great axe rises up, and just the force of gravity just drops it down. And though you are able to, deflect some of it, the sheer force and the sheer weight of the axe causes you to buckle as you get out of the way, and you just feel this throbbing pain in your arm.
Yeah, that stings.
I think I made it mad.
Okay, well, sadly it only has the one attack, because that's the way the stat block works. But my cultist is going to attack, and my cultist is going to, he's going to actually, who is in the room currently? I know Squarb is, and I know
I am.
Violet is. I don't recall, Visper, did you enter the room when you cast Melf's Minute Meteors? I'm gonna take your word for it.
I don't think so.
All right, cool. So just those two. Then in that case, it's just gonna be you two then. I need both I need both Violet and Squarb to make Wisdom saving throws for me. DC 14.
I'm good at those.
I'm not.
14, 13. Oops. Okay.
13. So that's a fail.
18.
Squarb passes.
Somehow.
Somehow. So
+5.
I have +1.
It's okay. My friend on Saturday, he had +7 to his Wisdom saving throw. Was rolling so low he wasn't beating any of the DCs. So trust me, I feel that. Alrighty. So you guys will be taking. Squarb, you will be taking half this. Let me see here. There it is. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of bad for me, but it's not too bad for you guys. So Violet, you'll be taking 8 psychic damage. Squarb, you'll be taking 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
As this cultist begins to chant, and the words that does anybody speak Abyssal by chance?
I don't believe so.
No.
I do not.
Ember, Visper, do either of you speak Abyssal?
Nope.
Nope.
The one character I make where I don't take exotic languages, I swear.
I have Celestial, Draconic, and Goblin. I cannot speak the Abyssal.
To be fair, Violet, your character backstory justifies not knowing that language.
Yeah.
Like, at least that justifiably makes it reasonable. But anyways, okay, so then none of you understand it, but just the pain you feel that the words themselves are what's causing you both pain. Luckily, however, there doesn't appear to be anything more than just a really bad headache. But as he's chanting, you notice that there is a magic circle being drawn around him, and it begins to glow with this eldritch green energy.
We should put a stop to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so next I'm just going to roll on this for timing. Okay. Alrighty, so that is all we have. And then the Scara Audin are going to... Let's see, I've got 2 people. I got 2 of the Scara Audin here. They both whiff. So the 2 Scara Audin rush in, the ones who came in with Squarb. They rush in to try to take out the Minotaur. but they were just poorly uh, positioned, and they were not able to cleave in with their kopeshes. And before they recognize that the cultist is moving. So, top of the round, Squorb, you are up with Visper on deck.
How far away is that cultist?
Like I said, he's about 10 feet away from you from where the Minotaur is standing, so about 15 feet out.
Okay.
You would take an opportunity attack by leaving to attack him.
I'm aware.
I can attack him without taking an opportunity attack next turn, I think.
Well, I will say this much. You can break up your movement and attack.
Yeah, I know. So, I'm gonna see if I can take out this Minotaur before I move on. Let's go ahead and swing at it.
Yeah. I will say for
I'm
the purposes
probably
of
going to kill.
your...
Oh,
What's the damage on the longsword?
damn.
2d8.
2d8?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
And I get a +3 from my strength. So what I'm gonna do, as it's swinging down and it's missed me, I'm gonna like twist around and like jab my longsword right between like where the cervical vertebrae are,
Mhm.
and just sever it from from the rest of its body.
Sick. So just as you plunge your blade into the cervical vertebrae and then you cleave out, you see the eldritch glow in the Minotaur's eyes fade away as the skeleton drops down into a pile of bones before
Excellent.
the head just eviscerates in radiant glow.
Perfect. And then I'm going to where is it? Cool. So, is the cultist like a straight line away from me?
Yes.
Sick. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
wait a
ahead
minute.
and
Damn it. Oh, I know what's
use
happening.
my charger feet to move to attack the creature.
Oh, do you have extra attack now? Nice.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
I
is.
do.
Yeah, 5th level fighter, man.
So I'm going to use the dash action to charge the cultist.
Do you need to use the
And-
dash action, or do you just have to move in a straight line up to 10 feet plus?
If you move at least 10 feet in a straight line before using this bonus action, you gain either a +5 bonus to the damage roll or push the target up to 10 feet.
Okay.
The attack itself is also a bonus attack.
It's part of the bonus attack. Okay. So
Yeah.
the thing is that you used your action to attack, so you can't use the dash action, but you can just move forward, and
That's fair.
and then the charger just activates. Then you say bonus action with charger, I attack.
Well,
So-
no, because this implies that I have to use use the dash action to get the bonus action.
Let me see that feat. But yeah, no, charger is based. King of Carbs is correct. Charger is based as fuck. So let me see here, because like the way how I read it was, charger is you only have to move a certain distance away. But
When you use the dash action, you can use a bonus action to make a melee weapon attack. If
Ah.
you move at least 10 feet in a straight line before using this bonus action.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so that I did not remember that first part of the action.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
That's
so
okay. I'm still just gonna move.
You can
and
still move
attack.
freely and attack him. Yeah, and I would say no, you wouldn't get advantage. Just roll for it. I was
Yeah,
trying to.
I can't think of any reason why I should have it.
Yeah, but good eye keeping track of your feats and stuff.
That is a 17 to hit the cultist.
That's definitely gonna hit. Roll to see the damage.
Okay, and that is 6 damage.
Okay, so that means he's got to roll a concentration check now, and he fails.
Thank goodness.
Today is not my day, man. I am starting. You know what? This is fine. This is fine because you want to know why?
Finally, they fail a concentration check. I swear to God.
Right?
Last week was so torturous, but you know what? This is fine. I deserve this from last week. Honestly, I do. All right, so he fails concentration check. He had his hands in this weird position, like as he was doing his incantation, and then you just walk up after decimating this Minotaur skeleton, and then you just slash across the chest, and he has to break focus, and the magic circle's light disappears as he steps out of the magic circle. Okay. Scorb, is that all you can do?
Yeah, it's not worth using action surge right now. I would have if I had not broken concentration, but
Fair enough. Visper, you're up with Violet on deck.
Right. So while Scorb was doing his thing, I had multiple, like, scenarios in
had-
my head on how this can go. So I have, like, I have a question.
Mhm.
First of all, uh, can I use a bonus action before my main action?
Yes.
Alright.
So the tricky part is that for action economy, it's not a matter of order of operations unless it's very specifically stated. Just know that whatever bonus action you use, once you use it, you don't get another bonus action unless you like have something that tells me you have something else.
Alright. Understandable. Okay. Also, another question.
Mhm.
How far is like what is it, the enemy from me?
He is currently 20 feet out.
Alright, good. Great. Wonderful. Alright. So what I would want to do is that I will want to use my bonus action, my phase step, like what is it? Teleport behind the enemy. Then I would like to create a bonfire.
Okay. Yes. Sure.
Yeah, but like what is it? Oh,
Is bonfire a
like
concentration spell?
it's
Does it have a
it's a
little diamond with the letter C in it?
yes.
Okay, so if I will tell you this right now, if you cast bonfire, you will drop your minute meteors. Because it's a separate concentration spell and you cannot concentrate on two spells at the same time.
Alright. That's fine.
Why is minute meteors a concentration?
Melf's minute meteors is a concentration spell of up to 10 minutes. Because you create 6 meteors, and you can send up to 2 per turn as a bonus action to strike your foes.
I see. Okay.
Wait, really? You know what? I'm gonna keep my meteors then. I'm still teleporting behind.
Yeah, man, you can still use your bonus action to teleport behind them. I'm not going to stop you. It looks cool.
Yeah.
As a bonus
like,
action,
what is
instead,
it?
you could you still have meteors left over,
Yeah.
right? You have 4. You could just send some of those.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
gonna just send out my meteors, like in my head and whatnot. It's like when I teleport, I hold out on both my hands peace signs with my tongue sticking out. I teleport behind the person. I just chuck meteors at them.
I hate to be that guy, but because of the way the action economy works, you wouldn't be able to do that because that costs 2 bonus actions.
Dang it.
But it's silly and it's cool, so I am going to give you something extra if you'll allow me. But first off,
Yes,
I still need to
sir.
make a dexterity saving throw. What was your spell save DC?
Uh,
It was 13?
14.
14. I'm gonna retire this die for the day. This is ridiculous. I have 4 of the d20s. I can work with it. All right, cool. So, roll your 2d. Oh wait, how many meteors are you firing? You have 2. You have 4 left. How many meteors are you throwing? 1 or 2?
I'm gonna go with 2.
Okay, cool. So you send out 2. So here's what I'm going to do. Just so that way you can still get your cool moment, because I like what you're going here, and I've done it for everybody else at least some point in time. As you see the skeleton fall, you see the other cultists as Scorb had rushed over and sliced into them. And so you decide that's your target. You snap your fingers, and instead of face stepping, what you end up doing is that you end up creating these 2 little pockets, or this small little pocket in front of you that goes into the Feywild, and you send the 2 meteors out through to that, and then the pocket closes. It then opens up behind the cultist, and then smacks the guy. But because Scorb is 5 feet away, the way Minute Meteors works is that Scorb will also have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
So
You
Scorb,
can do this.
yeah, so Scorb DC 13, or was it 14?
I mean, I don't know what the total is going to be, but I rolled 13 total.
Yeah. Okay, so so again, just so that way I'm clear, Visper, was your spell save DC 13 or 14? I don't remember.
It's 14.
All right, so then
Crud.
so then you would be taking the fire damage that she's about to roll. So roll 2d6.
Well, at least it won't kill.
Exactly.
Bum, bum. There it is. 2d6.
Oh. All right. So you take
It
8.
hurts.
You take 8 fire damage, but in exchange, however, you did see this cultist just get eviscerated by 2 meteors.
Oh wait, isn't it
Sorry.
2d6 per?
Thank you for keeping me honest, Frog. Roll an additional 2d6.
You're welcome. Sorry, Scorb.
All right. I got a 6.
So take in total 14 fire damage.
Oof.
That's less than pleasing.
I'm starting to notice a pattern. Scorb seems to always be in the line of actual fire. Whenever everybody decides now is the time to use the AoE type spells.
Well, one of the times was his own fault.
Yeah,
Okay, fair, but like, let's
Yeah.
be honest. He had a really cool plan.
Yeah.
that could have worked had I
Had-
not rolled crappy.
Yeah, had his rolls been phenomenal, it would have been epic. The bard would have literally sang tales of how epic it would have been.
Bard might still.
We you know, it's called what's it called?
Listen,
Creative
Victor's
license.
right.
Creative license.
Victor's right history.
Yeah, Victor's right history. That's correct. Alrighty. So that takes care of all the cultists. So we disengage from combat for now. But because Serena, you were the one who decided to stay out and wait for whatever's coming. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Oh, jeepers. Okay. Sheesh. All right.
Yeesh.
So, Serena, as you kind of focus your hearing to the sounds from upstairs, you hear these heavy footfalls and this clanking of metal against metal with the creaking of wood underneath. Something heavy and something metal is approaching you.
Okay, I inform everyone that skeleton knight is probably on his way very quickly.
Heck.
I'm going to
Uh-oh.
hand Scorb a couple of the 4 healing potions that I have.
Fair enough. Go ahead and
Yeah,
deduct the
I'm
necessary potions.
drinking.
Go ahead and adjust for that. If you're gonna chug, go ahead and roll your healing, Scorb.
Yeah, hang on, let me just find the...
And I will say also with a nat 20, Serena, you hear a weird, like, heavy slab of metal breaking through wood coming from where you guys had entered. So coming from behind you.
There's also something coming from behind us. Metal slab. Does it sound like it's coming from that hatch, maybe?
So
It's kind of hard to tell. You guys are in a hallway, but you do know that something is making its way. You can at least tell for a fact it is making its way from the lobby coming up the stairs to meet you up on the second floor.
Also, quick side note, Serena, I'm at half health. I could use a little bit of a boost here.
I give you my other 2 healing potions.
Great, that I'll drink one of them, I guess.
Yep, because I am out of spell slots, so I can't really do much more than that.
You're out of spell slots. Ooh.
Yeah, I've been out of spell slots. I don't get them back.
I am back up to 32 thanks to the healing potions, so...
Good.
At least somebody is.
2d4 plus 2, it looks like?
Yes,
Yep.
2d4 plus 2.
All right, 7.
Hey,
All right,
it's
I'm back
pretty
up
solid.
I'm back up at a respectable amount of health.
Is anybody else going to do? I'm going to give you guys basically 2 rounds to prep yourselves. So I will treat this as like 1 round thus far. But if anybody else wants to do any healing or something like that, now is the time to do it.
You can cast healing word on whoever might need it.
With that nat 20, could I determine which one maybe sounds like the greater threat?
Honestly, they sound about of equal threat, mostly because you just don't know what the second threat could be.
Okay, I'm going to I'm going to request the Scar Audin go to the doorway that the Skeletonite's going to come down through.
Okay, cool. So you have these 8 soldiers in formation, shields raised and spears out, and they're just creating a spear wall right now, just blocking that part of the hallway.
All right.
And then are we going to head in this other direction? Or prepare for the other direction?
I think prepare would be a better option because I don't want to make this thing on the stairs.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Anyways, did anybody else need that healing word from Ember, so that way we can calculate how much she heals you?
Is it a mass
Small
healing word
group.
or?
No, it's just a basic healing word. You guys aren't high enough level for
Oh.
mass yet.
Okay.
Though how good that would be.
Yeah, that would be real helpful. Mass healing is a 3rd level, isn't it?
Not healing word, no. At least not to my memory.
Wait, what?
Never mind. It might be a 4th level.
Oh, okay.
Regardless,
yeah, I'll go
regardless,
ahead
who
and
Third
is-
cast-
level? It's just not for bards. It's
Yeah.
only for clerics.
There it goes. Okay, cool. So
see. Okay,
so
that
it's
makes
just a
sense.
matter of who is so does anybody need that healing word before she burns the spell slot?
I could use it, I suppose.
Okay.
Though it might be smarter for you to keep your spell slot.
Oh, well, I can cast it at a 1st level. And I have 4 spell slots available for 1st level.
Oh.
Yeah, she kind of
Well-
likes stabbing people a lot, surprisingly.
I really do.
She chose
Right,
Ella.
who?
And actually looking at your spell list, the other stuff might not help too much in this next battle. So yeah, I'll take a healing word.
All right, cool.
Okay, let's
So go ahead and
go ahead
roll
and
for the
cast
healing
it.
word.
3.
I mean, 3 hit points is 3 hit points. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, that might save me. So
It's literally the difference between life and death, honestly.
Scorb, do you want you and me to be kind of frontline for the whatever the second threat is?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So Scorb and I will position in front of the others.
Okay, cool. And then so Scorb and Serena will be the front, and then the rest of them will be behind you guys. I will treat this as round 2 of prep. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before before we proceed to roll for initiative?
I will stand behind Scorb and Serena with my crossbow ready to shoot as soon as anything comes around the corner.
Okay. Anybody else? I will say, for the purposes of Visper, you still have 2 minute meteors floating. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet. Hell, it's barely been a minute.
All right.
So you still have 2 meteors left of your concentration spell. So yeah, but if you guys want to do anything else, now is the time to do it. I have to pull up the stat blocks for these creatures. So take your time to think it over, strategize, do what you got to do.
I have nothing additional that I personally would wish to do here.
I love carbs. Spear walls, we charge those.
I'd just be like, what is it? Armed just in case.
I
like,
stand
and
those.
whatnot.
Yeah, you absolutely could, Visper. As long
Alright.
as you've got your weapon ready, you're good to go.
Pretty much.
I want to be
yeah.
armed with my dagger.
So you just pull out your little dagger that you stole from the kitchen before you left the palace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. Here, take a better one. I'm not using it anymore.
Alright.
Yeah, so you trade in the kitchen knife, which you then put it back away into your pack because, it's a kitchen knife. It still has versatility. But you get this really neat, ornate black iron dagger that has a little talon hook at the end that wraps around your pinky.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
can I
ritual
pull
dagger.
Oh, cool. Can I pull something out of my pouch and put it on the dagger?
Oh?
More power to you.
I pull out, what is it? Like this flower sticker and I place it on there. because like
I
what is
don't-
it?
Our vibes definitely do not match here. I don't know. The style is not
I swear to God, you two would make
complimentary.
the perfect spore druid baby. Like, it's like, oh, life is pretty and beautiful. Life is death and unyielding.
Yeah, I just put some flower stickers on the dagger. Always
I
carry it around.
I am fully for this, like, this
Those aren't gonna
wonderful
stay
thing.
on.
They're not gonna stay on. You tried it. You put the you have like this weird pseudo adhesive from the Feywild that kind of like sticks to the iron, but you notice immediately that the sticker begins to slowly peel off. But you just kind of you do that thing that everybody does every once in a while, where you just like stay on, and so you just like press into it a little bit harder to see if the adhesive will stick. But you know it's not going to.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
instant like blood gets on that dagger, it's gonna peel itself off.
Oh well,
Yeah.
at least it look cute too then.
At least it'll be cute, she says. Alrighty. Ember, you want to prep for anything else before we proceed into rolling initiative?
Nope, I'm good to go.
Awesome. All right, then once more for me, everybody, please roll your initiatives. I will say you have advantage on this because Serena did give you guys a heads up and gave you time to prep, so roll with advantage.
I'm so
for
glad we
on
did.
initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
18.
I got a
Look at that roll.
14.
13.
Look at that roll.
What are
Glad we had
doing?
initiative. Jeez.
What? All right,
Advantage.
All right, Violet. Cool. I see you. Pop off. Visper got a 4. Wait. Visper, that's an intelligence save.
Oh wait, shoot. Uh-oh.
Next to the shield.
It's like right in the middle.
Yeah.
There it is. Oop. 17.
All right. And then Ember, did you roll initiative?
Yes, I did, and I got a 14.
Looks
Yeah.
like it. Cool. Wow, these are really high. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna. Nope. Don't touch that die. That's the bad die. That's the. That's
Don't touch the die. Do it. Do it.
That was the naughty die. That was the naughty dice. Ooh. Okay. Well, this could not. Well, I mean, that could be worse. Let me just calculate these in. Okay.
I love the image of Violet wielding a heavy crossbow because Violet's like this kind of scrawny,
Oh, wait.
falling apart corpse, and I have this heavy crossbow that's like pretty much my size, and I'm just wielding it.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
I love it. Alrighty, so then there's that one. They got that. Oh boy, this is not looking good. And then really should have come up with a better name for this character, but that's fine. Okay, cool. So we have our order. For anybody who would like to write down their initiatives, that way they can keep track for themselves. It will go in the order of Violet, then Serena, then Visper, then Ember. Then okay, so here's the thing: you guys are going before my guys again.
That's fine.
Like, but it would be,
Alright.
but it's Violet, Serena, or Visper. Yeah, it's Violet, Serena, Visper, Ember, Squarb, and then it's my guys. So, I can't believe we rolled with that again, and it still ended up being the same as the last round. So that's totally fine. Okay, so as the sounds begin to echo within the halls, you start to hear this grinding noise. Now everybody can hear it. Just and it sounds like it is carving through the wood flooring. And as it crests over the last step on the stairwell before turning to face you, you see this large, fetid hand reach over and grasp the sandstone corner, and then as it pulls itself up, it crushes the sandstone underneath its grasp as it drags this giant great sword out from the hall, or out from the stairwell into the hall to see you. It it looks like an amalgamation of this of various body parts that have been mismatched and then stitched together, and then in its left hand it wields this large like cold black iron greatsword with a skull embedded where the hilt meets the blade.
Can I do some sort of check to see what the fuck this thing is?
Roll a religion check, I would say.
God damn it.
Oh wait, are you
Alright.
talking about the creature or the item?
The creature.
Okay, in that case, roll an Arcana check.
Alright. Come on. Yeah, nope, I don't know shit.
Yeah, this is a wholly new creature you've never seen before, as far as you're aware. That is the thing that approaches from behind, but you guys are prepared. Meanwhile, you hear the final clanks of metal reaching down behind you, and you see the skeletal knight and the Scara Audin with their spear and shield wall ready, and they begin to slowly advance in order to bar it from passing, in order to bar it to keep you guys protected. So for the purposes of, we will start combat with Violet. What would you like to do with Serena on deck?
Well, actually, I had prepared an action to shoot it when it appeared.
Go ahead and roll.
So, where's my roll? Here it is. That's gonna be a good old 14.
That
Eh,
will hit.
nice.
I had to check this. I had to check the sheet again.
For 12 damage.
Okay.
Now my actual turn.
Yes.
This thing is like clearly undead, right?
As far as you can tell, yeah. But you can make an Arcana check if you would like to determine if it truly is undead or not.
That's not going to cost an action or anything.
I will not make it cost an action for this instance. No.
The thing I'm interested in specifically is if poison affects it.
Go ahead and roll for it. See if you can.
So that is going to be another 14.
A 14. Okay. Let me just make sure I wrote it down. Because sometimes I am dumb, and when I create monsters, I forget to write them down, like what they are. Why are you not showing up? I swear to God, this game. This website, I swear. There it is. It is not an undead. You would recognize this, that it is not undead. It doesn't have an undead nature. It is a construct.
Damn, that means it's probably resistant or immune to poison. Anyway,
I will tell you that yes, you would know that constructs do have a resistance to poison.
however, a construct is interesting. It's within 60 feet of me.
Absolutely.
I hold out my hand with the ring of the ram on it, and I'm gonna attack with that.
Okay. What do I have to roll for?
It's a rolling to hit. It's a ranged attack.
Oh, it's considered
for me.
ranged. Okay. Is it a
So-
spell attack?
The ring produces a spectral ram's head and makes its attack roll with a +7 bonus on a hit. For each charge you spend, the target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you.
I believe because it's
to
a
make a
magic.
ranged spell attack.
Okay, there it is. All right, cool.
So yes, it is a spell attack.
All right, cool. And then, is there a DC check to resist the effect of knockback, or
Nope, it is just if I hit, it is knocked back.
okay, cool, go for it.
So +7 for 18.
18 will hit.
And that is going to deal pitiful damage 4.
Okay. So even though so you pull out your fist and like a planeteer, just a spectral ram erupts from your fist as it bulldozes into this fleshy construct, and it causes what it does is that it grabs the ram by the horns as it's being dragged 10 feet before it inevitably picks it up, and then just as the spell dissipates, it tries to slam it into a nearby sandstone wall before it disappears. And
It disappears?
The
ram.
The ram does.
Okay.
It seems unfazed.
Also, I'll take 10 feet. However, just holding myself accountable, it is only 5 feet that is pushed.
To do what? Oh, it's 5 feet? Oh, okay, so it's only 5 feet.
Yeah, it's
back.
not 10 feet. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it was 10 feet. Okay, thank you.
And this feels worth it. I will bonus action Form of Dread.
Okay, cool.
It's a little bit. I did this in the wrong order. Could we retcon that I did that before doing the ram, and therefore it would have to make a Wisdom saving throw to not be frightened?
Yes. But you notice that as the ram, so you formed a dread first. I will let you retcon this. You form a dread first, and then your ram actually becomes a really sick, like metal battle ram, and then as it, oh, my phone is not charging. Well, that's fine. This is fine. And as it charges through, you don't feel like there was any sense of fear the moment the ram hit.
Makes sense. Construct probably immune to fear, so.
But is that all you're going to do?
Yes. I mean, 13 temp hit points is worth
It's
it anyway.
still significant. Okay, then in that
brings
case,
me over my max.
Yeah, then in that
Nice.
case, Serena, you're up with Visper on deck.
Okay. Well, since it got pushed away from us, I'm not gonna approach it, so I'm just gonna do Toll the Dead and make it have a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Okay, cool. Nat 20.
God damn it. Well, that's my turn.
Sad.
Okay, so that was your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty, Visper, you're up with Ember on deck. This peppermint tea is doing my headache
The life
wonders.
of a full caster with
Um,
out of spell slots.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, where am I currently located?
You were behind Scorb and Serena.
And it's about
it is now going
distance away.
Yeah, it's now 35 feet away.
35
Because
feet away?
because a spectral ram pushed it 5 feet away from you guys.
Nice.
Alright.
Maybe now I'll
let's
actually get to
see
use my
what I
charger
can
feet.
do.
There you go.
Well, I know I still have them, but I do not know how many. Okay, it still hits. Can I still use, like, what is it, the meteors that I have left?
You have 2 meteors left. You can spend your bonus action to send them both out. Yes.
What was that again?
You have 2 meteors remaining. You can spend your bonus action to send those out. Yes.
Alright, I would like to do that.
Okay, go ahead. So you spend your bonus action. I have to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 14. Cool. So then it rolled 14 on the die. So this is now my new favorite die. But go ahead and roll your damage. And then I will take, and you're spending 2, both the remaining meteors, so go ahead and roll that twice. So that's 46. So that's 9
Alright.
plus 5 is 16, if I'm doing my math right.
14.
14 divided by half is 7, so it takes 7 fire damage. So, okay. Okay. You send the last remaining meteors out. Pixie-like laughter zooms through the hall, or echoes throughout the hall, as these fireballs just and it's odd as they impact onto the flesh and then explode. It doesn't seem to move any more or less than when it was than as it stood still, but it does take its large right hand and begin to pat itself down to try to put out the fire. But you seem to realize that it seems to take priority into putting out the fire versus trying to approach you.
Ah.
But that was
good.
but that was just your bonus action, so you still have an action left if you want to cast another spell.
Wait, I still have an action?
Well,
Let's
yeah, that was
go.
well, yeah, that's because Melf's Minute Meteors was a concentration spell, and it took your bonus action to send out the meteors. You still have you still have an action, so you can cast a new spell
Alright.
if you'd like.
Oh, and that didn't even count as your leveled spell for the turn.
Nope, because it was still part of the same cast that she made at the beginning.
Jeez, that spell is
Y'all
good.
giving me
Yeah,
me
Minute
too many
Meteor is great.
options.
Yeah.
That's my new favorite spell.
It's no Jim's magic missile, but I'll tell you what.
Oh, the best spell in the game.
Jim had it right.
What if Magic Missile
Hmm.
could miss?
But in exchange, it just gets more powerful. I like this.
But in exchange, it blows up in my face.
See, I like there was this web comic that I was reading. I don't remember which one it was, but it was definitely totally not an isekai. But this guy had magic missile, and what he did with it is that he took the very basic concept of magic missile and goes, okay, but like magic missile is a very basic seeker spell. How do I make this more powerful? What he ended up doing is that he converted magic missile, the spell, into magic missile spears, and how it worked. How it worked is that the way the logic of the world worked was that when you cast magic missile, you create motes of magical energy, right? By the way, continue looking up what you want to do. By the way, Visper, while I'm talking.
I already found.
Oh, okay, cool. Then yeah, interrupt me at any point in time. I can continue this anyways. I can do this at any point.
Continue. I want to listen.
Okay, cool. So what he does is that so he creates these magical orbs of energy, right? That's how magic missile works. You send out these darts of magical energy. He theorized that if he can apply a force on top of the magic missile's shape, he can make them more penetrative, because he was fighting a creature that had heavy armor, and the magic missiles were doing nothing. So he sat there and goes, if there's only some way I can puncture through the armor, but I only have the spell available to me, he found out that if he focused on channeling the magic missile into such a way, he spun it to the point where it created basically a drill point, and then he threw it out, and thus he named it Magic Spear as his alternate casting of magic missile. And it's literally, he just created magical missiles that were drills.
Believe in me?
Yeah, like this guy sat there and goes, I'm gonna create a new magic missile, and then he eviscerated this like metal construct that all he did was just he created magic spears, and that was like his new go-to spell. Whenever, like, that was his default spell. Then he spent a little bit longer to cast the spell because he had to put spin on them, and then he had to lengthen the spell out so that way it created a more spear-like shape. But inevitably, he was just casting magic spear all the time. It was genuinely one of the coolest interpretations of how I think you can flavor a magic spell like magic missile. It's something so basic to be something so cool. Anyways, so what were you planning on doing, Visper?
Alright. Here's another question, because this will determine if I can use this spell or not.
Does it say it requires an action to cast?
Hmm?
Does it say that it requires an action or a bonus action to cast?
What I'm reading, no.
Okay.
Like, what is it? I'm not sure if I can use the spell, but I was thinking about using Crown of Madness?
Crown of Madness
Can I
is a
use
spell that requires an action, not a bonus action, if I
Dang it.
remember correctly. No, that's good because
Alright.
because you don't have a bonus action, but you still have an action.
Alright.
Yeah, this requires it has a casting time of 1 action, and it is a concentration spell. And since you already used the last of Melf's minute meteors, you have a free concentration slot, so you can cast Crown of Madness if you would like. Yes.
I would love to.
Okay. So just so that way I have the spell up, so I'll just read it out loud. 1 humanoid of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head and a madness glows in its eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none of are within its reach. On your subsequent turns, you must use your action to maintain control over the target or the spell ends. Also, the target can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a success, the spell ends. So this is the spell you wish to cast.
Hmm. Now you gave me that option. Now I'm second guessing.
Well, I'm just double checking. I just want to make sure you cast in the right spell you want to cast. I want to make sure
Yeah,
I'm
I
fair.
think-
Spellcasters are hard, all right? All right, y'all. Spellcasters are not easy. That's why I have to double
Yeah,
check.
you picked a tough first character.
But she also picked the funnest one.
That's true.
Because she's... Man, I can't wait
I
for that
think-
wild surge.
I think I'm gonna go for it.
You gonna go for it?
Crown of Madness. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Before you do that, roll me a d20. 1 through 6, we roll the wild magic table.
Alright. E20.
Come on.
You
wild
just
magic
can't wait
table.
for that to happen.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Darn it!
13. All right, so she's safe. So
And
that means it's on a 1 through 7.
it
She
slowly
listen,
goes up.
listen. The numbers will add up. It's loading. All right, like
It's inevitable. It will eventually happen.
this is purely an
Yes.
inevitability. All right. Also, carbs. That's a really sick interpretation of magic missile.
Love that.
Yeah, I dig that a lot. So god damn, I'm so excited as soon as it pops off. I can't wait. Can't fucking wait. Okay. So, as you summon this jagged crown of iron barbs around the skull of this creature, you notice that the moment the crown begins to slowly pierce into its flesh, the spell dissipates. As if it shattered on impact.
Okay, so charmed is a no-go.
Gosh, darn it. And I used my last spell slot too.
Alrighty, I believe that's all you can do, so that goes to
Yeah.
Ember with Scorb on deck.
All right. So,
I chose a toughie.
You did.
is there any target near me at this point?
Well, you have a giant flesh construct in front of you with a great sword that's slowly making its approach.
Like
then-
right in front of me.
Oh, not like yeah, he's like 35 feet out in front of you. And then behind you, about 40 feet out, maybe 45 to be more accurate, is the skeletal knight you guys tried to stop last campaign session.
Right. I'm gonna aim for the fleshy thing with the sword.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good choice.
Yep.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
And I think. Hmm. Hmm. Actually, I'm going to turn my attention to the skeletal thing, the skeletal knight, and I'm going to attempt to charm person.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to cast it at second level. So, bada bam. And you need to roll a 13 wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Awesome. I just have to I had to reread it so that way I understood what it actually did. Okay. Nat 20! This is my new
Yeah.
favorite die! Oh, I'm using this for Tuesday.
So
My
I
players
look
have
at the
no
guy
idea.
and I go, yoo-hoo, hello, friend, want to be friends? And I'm assuming they're going to go, no.
So this skeletal knight, it looks past the soldiers, and you can't tell because it's a skull. Um, but you recognize that it marks you as a potential target. Before it turns its attention back to the Scara Audin Jackals spear wall.
Well, I screwed that one up.
Okay.
So, is there anything else you would like to do? You have a bonus action remaining because I believe Charm Person was an action to cast.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Yeah.
So for my bonus action, um, I'm going to look back towards the fleshy thing, and I'm going to cast dancing lights at it to try and blind it and irritate it.
Go for it. It's not part of Dancing Lights, but it's so silly. I just want to see it work. I really do.
Okay.
Um,
It's a concentration.
like it's so ridiculous. I'm kind of impressed. I'm going to treat this as a. That's so silly. Okay, here's what I'm gonna have you do. Roll an Arcana for me.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I want to combine the lights to make a vaguely human kind of shape in front of us.
Okay.
And I and it's gonna glow brightly, so it's trying to become the target of the creature. So
Okay.
what do you want me to roll?
Roll a deception check then.
You want a deception?
And then I will use this creature's insight, which. What'd you get?
I got a 12.
A 12. So I gotta beat a 12, which is. Okay, we're good.
God damn it!
I'll have you know it has a +0 on insight. So I rolled a 14 flat. This is my new favorite die, baby. We're gonna have
Nothing I'm doing is working.
we're having fun today. For
Okay,
the
it's a
DM.
construct.
Yeah. All right. Scorb, you're up, and then it'll be my guy's turn.
All right, so how far away is this thing?
35.
Cool. I am going to use the dash action to target the guy.
All right. So
So-
you dash over. You're flying. You zoom in. You can
Yeah.
bonus action to make a melee attack or to shove the creature. Which one would you like to do?
I am making a melee attack with the bonus action,
Go for it.
and that
You gain
is...
a +5 bonus to the attack roll's damage. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
nuts.
that is a 19 to hit.
That will definitely hit. Roll for damage.
All right. So we are looking at max damage. 16 points of damage on this first hit.
Okay.
And then does the Corpse Slayer trigger on this?
It does not.
That's
Oddly
okay.
enough. Yeah.
So I will go ahead and use my extra attack to hit the damn thing.
Well, actually, yes, you would. Yes, you would. You were correct. Go ahead.
Okay, and then that's
my-
18 to hit.
Will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. And that'll be an additional 6 points of damage.
Perfect. So that is 22 points of damage, correctly?
Yep.
16 plus
How's
6.
it looking?
It looks unfazed, brutally honest.
Fair enough.
It looks like every time you guys strike at it, it seems the thing that it's occupied most with is the fires that were left behind from the minute meteor. And then when you slash into it, it does look to face you, but it seems that its occupation is still the flames that were before it pats itself out of the final flames.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and tap it with an unwavering mark.
Okay, go ahead. Can you explain to me how your unwavering mark works one more time?
When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can mark the creature until the end of your next turn. Or you're incapacitated, or you die, or if somebody else marks it.
Mm-hmm.
While it's within 5 feet of me, a marked creature has disadvantage on any attack roll that does not target me.
Okay.
And if it deals damage to anyone else, I get to attack it as a bonus action.
Okay, fair enough.
That's on my next turn with advantage and +2 extra damage.
So it's at the end of your next turn is when that ability dissipates, or is that just so long as you have the mark?
That is until the end of my next turn.
Fair enough. All right, understood. Okay, so and is that all you can do, Scorp?
That is all I'm going to be doing.
All right, cool. So it goes to the Skeletal Knight's turn. I'm just gonna roll for this real fast. Oh dear God, I didn't realize he had that ability. Okay, I guess I'm rolling 3. So the Skeletal Knight slowly approaches the Scara Audin, and then because they had a ready action, they are going to attempt to stab using the spear wall at the Skeletal Knight. And let me just check the AC of the monster. That is a hit. That is a hit. That is a miss. That is a miss. There's only so many of them they can fit in, but I have 8 of them, so I believe I can roll these again. That is a miss, 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 and wow, okay, cool. So only 2 of them were able to hit without breaking formation. So the Scara Audin will go ahead and roll the damage of their spears, which is a d8 plus a d8 for, because they are fighting an undead. So I'll just go ahead and roll these right now. So that is, oh wow, that's a significant amount of damage for just the spear itself. Okay, so that is, what is that? 12 plus the radiant damage.
And here we have the DM playing D&D with himself.
Listen, the Scara Audin got to be useful somehow, all right? And then, wow, well, you know what? They maxed damage on the radiant damage, so you should be proud of them.
Yeah.
That's 2d8 radiant damage because 2 spears were able to strike. So that is 16 plus 12 equals 28. So, wow. Okay, cool. That is a heavy blow. But I am just going to say, for the purposes of, I'm just going to quickly roll these attacks for the Skeletal Knight. Oh, that's bad for them. Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Just a reminder, you signed up for this voluntarily.
I did, but that's a lot of damage to the Scara Audin.
No, that was Serena saying that to the...
Just remember, you volunteered for this! That's fucked.
We're not liable!
That's so fucked up. Oh no. Okay. I'm calculating the damage right now. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're fine. We're fine. They're beautiful. They're perfect. Everything's fine. One of them just died.
Shit.
So we're
like
fine.
0 hit points or died.
I'll let you make a medicine check from a distance. I'll give you that.
Nat 20.
Not even your spells could heal him right now.
Okay, so I can't stabilize him with Spare the Dying from a distance. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
know.
You notice that the sickly blade cleaved through this person, leaving this large gash from shoulder to hip, and this weird energy begins to emanate, and you notice that necrosis immediately begins to set in where the slash is, and then that's what gave you a sign of they're not healing.
Ah, okay.
And that took out one guy, and then 2 more swings on the same guy, because he's the one who broke formation. He was just caught out. And you notice that where blood should be on the blade is now completely engulfed in this sickly eldritch energy before the black iron blade becomes clean once more.
Can I do another check on that sword?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Arcana. God damn it. I'm not the one who's... Oh, nat 20.
So this particular blade appears to have a property that prevents creatures from healing if they are struck by it.
Ah, okay. My decisions with another character are coming to bite me in the ass lately.
So
Good.
good. Good for you. But that takes care of the Skeleton Knight's turn. Now we move on to my fleshy friend here. He is going to try to swing at Squarb. Squarb, your armor class is 17.
Correct.
He does manage to hit you. He's going to take his right hand and he's going to slam into you with it, with a back hammer arm sort of swing.
Yeah, I got you.
So he will hit you, and you will be taking. Oh, that's not too bad. You'll be taking 8 bludgeoning damage as he slams you, and then he manages to drag you into the wall to the right of him.
Not gonna lie, half wishing I'd played Barbarian.
Right? And then he's going to. He has multi attack, so he's going to attack again. And oh darn. He's going to take the giant greatsword, and he's going to just like wildly swing it over to try to slam into you with it. But the hallway is just oddly shaped enough where, as he slides up to drag it up, you manage to wiggle your way out and just barely dodge the blade, as where you once were, the blade now rests into the stone wall.
That's the downside of fighting indoors, Guts.
Yeah. But that is going to be its turn. So back to the top of the round will be Violet with Serena on deck.
So,
Great.
Really quick, did the Scar Audin, they had a prepared action, but did they get their actual like turn too?
I have a separate role in mind for them. So
Gotcha, okay.
they have a different initiative.
Okay.
I treat them. Think of them sort of like a lair action on initiative count 20 is when they make their move. So technically, it
Gotcha.
would be after you. I would be rolling for them, but I already rolled for their actions, so I know what they're going to do.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's only because I don't want to handle 8 characters plus 2 villains.
That's fair.
I'm efficient, if nothing else.
Okay.
you
I
could be one thing.
am.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
I'll just shoot with my crossbow again for 14.
14 will hit. Roll for damage.
For 11.
Okay.
It's immune to fear, so it doesn't do anything there. I don't really have any other bonus actions to spend on here, so I guess that's my turn. A little bit sad of a turn.
Alrighty. So the Scara Audin, after seeing their buddy collapse on the ground, 2 of them break formation to drag him back. So that way they now rest between both you and them before they return back to formation, and they are going to attempt to spear wall pierce the enemy once more. But they are down 1 guy, so that means they only get 7 of these. Oh, come on, guys! You can't be this bad. Well, 1 of you hit. Okay, we'll work on a miracle here. That's off the board. Oh, 1 of them, 2 of them just nat 20'd.
Nice.
Oh, I mean, they are the military police. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't able to swing and hit something. Okay, so I have to do 1632 plus a d8. 1632 plus 4 is 36. 36 plus 38 for the radiant damage. 36 plus 42, 49, 51 points of damage.
Damn.
The spear wall works.
Oh, I'm glad I gave that order.
Yeah. And so 51 points of damage. Just 3 spears. Just. Okay, that is a mighty blow. Alrighty, Serena, you're up with Vesper on deck.
Okay, I'm going to move my 30 feet closer to the construct.
Okay. So
That
you're
doesn't
now-
get me. yeah, he's still like 10 feet away, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then I'm gonna toll the dead again. He needs to make a 14 wisdom.
Okay. Come on, stop rolling out of the box. Damn. Nope. Go ahead and roll your damage because he rolled an 11.
2d12. Oh no, that's 15 damage.
Okay. 15 damage. Oops, that is just
Owie.
a 5. We need 15 here. Here we go. There we go. All right, cool. Perfect. Just this cacophonous bell toll begins to ring in the hallway, but as you guys are well accustomed to, you notice that this flesh construct is just kind of writhing as it clutches its head in pain.
And then, as a free action, I'm gonna yell to Vesper. If you have any fire things, use that.
All right, will do.
Okay. Serena, is that all you're going to do?
Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Vesper, you're up. Ember on deck. What do you got?
Oh, using Serena's suggestion, I am doing firebolt.
Fair enough.
Choice.
What do I have to make a save for firebolt?
Or I don't think you have to do a saving throw for.
Oh no, Firebolt's a ranged spell attack. So roll to see if you hit.
What was that?
I believe Firebolt is roll to see if you hit because it's a ranged spell attack.
Yes.
Yeah, so roll to see if you hit.
Would I do the +6 and then the
Yeah.
2d10?
Yeah, roll the
Alright.
roll the +6 first to see if you hit. Which honestly, given that number, yeah, I'd be hard pressed to believe.
All right. 18.
18 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right.
Oh Jesus.
How am I doing? 16. Well, could be doing better, that's for sure. Okay. Alrighty. Is that all you're going to do right now? I believe that was just an action to cast Firebolt, so you do have... you have a bonus action if you would like to use it for anything.
I'm not gonna use my bonus action this
Okay.
round.
Alright, cool. Just a reminder, Visper, you do have read Font of Magic, as you can cycle your spell points or your sorcery points to get spell slots back.
I know.
Okay, just
I only have 2.
Okay, just thought I'd just mention that. Ember, you're up. Scorb, you're on deck.
All right.
Hello?
Well, so far.
Yo, Trashy, mahalo for the raid, bud. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah!
How you guys?
yeah.
Void raid.
How we doing today, Raiders?
All right. Well, everything I've done so far has not worked today. Let's see. I am afraid to cast Stinking Cloud while we're all kind of trapped in a hallway together like we are.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like it would not bode well for the party.
You don't know that until you try it.
See, now I trust you even less.
Hey, all I'm saying is you can do whatever you set your heart to. Just know that I will call you out for consequences.
Yeah, hence why I don't trust you.
What? I'm just a silly little turtle. What?
That's just what you
Right.
want us to think.
Do we still have, and we still have Mr. Skelly Bones chasing us down, right?
I mean, he's being hard pushed back by a shield wall of Scara Audin Jackals soldiers.
I mean, yes, that's fair. Okay, almost forgot that happened. All right, so we're gonna target Mr. Fleshy Monster again, and I am going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
can you read that out for the crowd?
Yes. A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if the spell affects it. The
Okay.
target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration.
So it is not a charmed effect.
Nope.
All right. Well, here's hoping I roll. What's your spell save DC?
It's a wisdom 13 saving throw.
Okay.
Come on.
So I'm gonna take the words from my boy Trashy. What is the joke you're going to say to make this flesh creature cackle?
Do you ever hear the one about the interrupting cow? Ooh.
Scorb, as you squeeze out from underneath the forearm of this creature, it reaches up for its skull as it was racked by pain from Toll the Dead, to then suddenly coming up with that really dumb laughter, but like you notice that it's sort of choking as it's laughing, and it's somewhat disturbing. Because it also sounds like there's more than two voices coming from this construct.
Yeah.
But I can't do that because I'm not trained yet. One day. Oh, right. So, how much damage does it deal? Or is it just like it just stops acting?
It just stops acting and
also
falls
prone.
prone to the giggles. Yeah.
Ah. I will take note of this. Okay. Ember, is that all you wish to do?
Yep.
Go for it, Scorp.
All right, so I've got this big meat guy, right, just standing right in front of me, and he's laughing.
He's now laughing. Knees. He's prone.
He's prone.
Yeah, because he's laughing so hard.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tag his ass, and I get advantage because he's prone.
Yes, you do. Melee attack, you get advantage.
So that's gonna be 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Roll your damage, bud.
With 8 damage on the first attack.
Okay, I'll go ahead and.
Don't you get a +2 because you marked him last turn?
That's
your
only
mark.
if
Your mark did
if
reset,
it tried
didn't
to
it?
attack. It resets at the end of at the end of this turn.
Okay.
But it has to have made an attack against somebody else who's not me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, so since it hasn't done that, I don't get the 2 extra damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Still,
no,
though,
it has to have dealt damage to someone else.
Okay. So you dealt 8 damage?
Yep, on the first hit.
Okay, you have extra attack. Go for it.
I do, and I'm using it. Wow, I rolled the exact same thing on both dice. 15 to hit.
Will's hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And that is another 6 points of damage.
Okay, so that will make it 13. No, 14. 14. 8 plus 6 is 14.
Yes.
Oh. Hey, Scorb.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this, bud?
Well, since it's down on its knees, just laughing like a motherfucker, I'm going to prepare my longsword like an executioner would, just bring it high above my head, and then try for a clean strike, just completely severing the head from the rest of its body.
Okay. As you
I
raise...
like decapitations today.
Alrighty, so as it tries to get up, it enters that perfect position where it's on its knees, its head is down low to the ground, and you raise your sword high above your head. You let out a mighty scream as... Yeah, just... As you drop with full force, your body falling down with it. The blade cuts and gets halfway through, as it feels a lot more meatier than you expected, but not one to quit halfway. You then pull the blade out, raise it again, let out another bellowing cacaw, and with the second swing, you cleave the head clear off of the shoulders of this once mighty beast.
Hell yeah.
And the sound of flesh hitting wood and a large, heavy iron greatsword clanks onto the wood below you.
All right. Very pleased with that. I will go ahead and pass turn at this point.
Alrighty, so then it goes to my knight. My skeletal knight, he will make his 3 attacks. Oh no, those Scara Audin are not looking too pretty now, are
Forgot
they?
that there was like another enemy for a second. I was like, "Let's go, we did it!"
Hey, you were about to cheer, you were about to praise, and then you realize,
Yeah.
oh right, the other guy. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so he has multi attack as well. My skeletal knight. He gets 3 of them.
Oh.
2 of them are crits.
Oh, those poor Scar Audin.
As the spear wall opens up to lunge, those 3 guys who got the hits in, 2 of them were crits, mind you. The blade of the skeleton knight raises up and just in one swing gets all 3 of them.
Ah.
And I will treat that as 3 separate attacks. It's just really cool cinematically.
Dang.
So that is going to be. Oh, wait a minute. Each one takes. Oh no. Hold on, I gotta
In
do
my
math.
mind, I'm doing math for making coffins.
Fair enough. All right, so let me see here. So it's that's 18. Okay, I'm just gonna do it one at a time. So 18 plus. Oh no. Okay, so plus. Oh yeah, that guy's dead. So 1 crit guy just falls. I'm gonna roll another crit guy. Let me see here. The crit damage. 18 plus. That is. Oh god, yeah, that one's dead too. Jesus. Now the one who didn't get critted, he has to just roll a flat die, and then that is. I really need to bump up the ace. I really need to bump up the HP of jackals. Like that's what I'm learning. I need to bump up the HP of my jackals. These are like the most common guys you see out on the streets, and I really need to bump up their HP just to make them comparable. Because this guy just straight up killed 3 dudes.
Oh god.
So with what you see, this cold black iron blade begin to radiate with necrotic energy once more as it swings through and cleaves, breaking the spears that once stabbed through its black metal armor, and just and you see these 3 jackals just begin to writhe in pain before inevitably they slump dead, and now there are only 2. No, hold on. I took out 5. 3. There are 3 because I had 8 jackals. There are 3 jackals left in the formation. I'm going to make a morality check because I just saw their friends just break down and die in instance.
I thought you only took out 4. Only 1 died. 4.
Correction, 4. So I will still make a morality check because half of them have been eliminated. Half of them have been eliminated, so I will make. Yep. So this one. Okay, so collectively, they get their wits. They did a wisdom saving there. They collect their wits and they realize that the mission comes first. So they will stand their guard and continue to hold the line until you guys finish against the golem behind you, which will then go back to Violet. You are up with the Scara Audin on deck.
Okay, so we got one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
As far as you can tell.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I will turn I guess I'll turn around and I'll start shooting at the new guy here.
Okay.
I would like to ask, can I set my arrows on fire using a tinderbox?
I'll give it to you because I would just assume you had cloth at the ready to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say collectively the group of you should have the necessary means to create a fire arrow, quote unquote.
Yeah. Okay.
Some cloth,
And
maybe
I
some
assume that'll
oil.
do an extra like 1d4 fire damage or something.
Yes, it'll deal an extra D4 fire damage. I'll give it to you
Cool.
because it's not a particular fire; it's an improv fire arrow.
Yeah. So that's gonna be 16 to hit the skeleton knight.
That does not hit.
Oh.
As your arrow flies out, and you notice that it raises its gauntleted skeletal left arm, and it just sits there and bats away the impromptu fire arrow out of the air.
Cool.
Mm.
In that case, I guess I will end my turn. I don't have much else to do.
Okay, I accidentally just took a screenshot of my screen.
Oh.
It's okay. It's on my files. It's not even a big deal. Nobody even knows it's existed. I just told you guys that because I thought it would be funny.
I mean, it was.
I mean, it's pretty funny. All right, Scara Audin, we got 4 left, which means we got 4 more attacks. I'm going to roll with them. Thank God they made their wisdom saving throws for the morality, because they don't take disadvantage on this roll now. Oh, and one of them nat 20'd, but one of them nat 1'd. Oh, you hate to see it, champs. You hate to see it, but the other two...
One gets glory.
Oh, one gets glory, one's gonna get murked, but the other two, one of them succeeds, yet the other fails. So half of them attack, half of them succeed.
Nice.
So to be fair, Scott and Aldine are doing work over here with just spears. So that is 8 plus what I'm rolling here. That should have been higher, honestly. So that's 10 plus the radiant damage, which is 3. So what am I looking at? 13 damage for the one guy. That's the crit guy. The other guy who rolled to hit, he will take... Where's that die? There's the die. He rolls a d8. He got 8 for just the spear strike, and then 4 radiant damage. That's another 12 damage. So in total, we're looking at 27 points of damage from our Scara Audin Jackals. We are looking pretty good over here, guys. And that will be them, as 2 of them just whiffed. I think they're still shaken, even though they've steeled their resolve. 2 of them just are shaken as they break formation just a little bit too far out. So they're just a little bit further out than they want to be. So next is Serena. What do you got?
Really quick, can I take a moment to see if that great sword the golem was using is significant in any way? Like, is it one of the artifacts?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Okay.
Because I will treat that as a memory check.
Nat 20.
That's your 4th nat 20 today.
Dang.
I know.
Jesus.
Jeez.
And they're just on checks. They're not even on attacks. They're on checks.
Yep.
You just become a rogue. Just take points in rogue and become a skill monkey at this point. You know what I mean? Like, just screw it. Just become a skill monkey. Ah, yes, Serena, the grave cleric, also happens to be a rogue. Don't ask how being a mortician and a rogue are related. They just are. Now,
Grave robbing.
it's not grave robbing if you're exhuming corpses.
The penalty for necrophilia in Cyrodiil is 500 gold.
Why do you know that?
Because I love the Elder Scrolls.
Fair enough. I also knew that, so it's fine. I was just curious if anybody else was like going to call him out on it, but like it was instinct. Alrighty, cool.
Big brother, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Listen, okay, so as you examine the blade from a distance, it's hard to tell, but it does look very similar to one of the artifacts that you saw at the Museum of Architecture. Now, I will say this, Serena.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Yes.
If you would like, you can spend your turn to roll an Arcana check to see if you get the same arcane energies from it that you did when you first examined it back then.
I'm not good at Arcana. Hmm.
Unfortunately,
And that'll
I
be
can't
my
help
action.
And that will be
That'll be
this will be treated as your action. Yes, I will count this as your action.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, roll.
I'll use inspiration.
Okay, I will gladly take that point. So for you newbies in here, so we use what is we use a variation of inspiration points. So the party has an inspiration pool that is reset at the start of every session. They are allowed to call upon the use of this to basically give themselves advantages, or if they want to just roll a second d20 at any point in time. They get a number of inspiration points equal to the number of players at the table, and then I can have up to half of them at any one time rounded down. So in this case, because we have 5 players, I can have at maximum 2 at any point. And then, like I said, at the beginning of the next session, these get reset. They all get their inspiration points back. But I will never be able to hold more than 2. But I can use them to counter whatever they're doing, such as giving them disadvantage on rolls, or making them re-roll and then taking whatever the new roll is, things of that nature, or even improving one of my monsters' rolls. So just know that this is a very back and forth thing that we have going for each other. And I stole this from the Fates system, so it's totally fine. All right, so go ahead and roll your 2d20s for your Arcana check.
Come on, luck, hold out. Nope. It's a 7.
The rigors of combat have dulled your senses to the point where it's a struggle to focus your magical senses long enough, especially given the fact that you are still amidst combat. It's a struggle to focus to see if it presents the same arcane energy that you felt.
Okay. I do remember something about the artifacts though.
You do.
And it was your intent matters more than the actual power of the artifact.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick up the sword.
Okay, as you reach up to pick up the sword, roll an intelligence saving throw.
God damn it, why did it have to be intelligence? Do you guys mind if I use another inspiration point?
Take it.
Go ahead.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, let's not risk it. Just take it.
Okay,
Thank you
all right.
kindly. I will gladly take these 2.
Pendulum, if you want to swing the other direction for just another second.
Hey, yo, Pendulum, stop. Just stop.
Shit.
All right.
At least it wasn't that one.
Alrighty.
It's an eye.
Luckily for me, I have Serena's character sheet right here in front of me.
Oh no. Hey guys, I'm sorry.
Let's see. What?
I'm not, but I'm very excited to see where this goes.
Let's see what
I
Serena.
love picking up cursed items.
Let's see what
Me
Serena
too.
has.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Let's see. What does Serena have left in the tank?
Not much.
Not much, but Serena is a big girl, and big girl has big strength, so don't need a whole lot. I just need. Yeah, those stats will do. Those stats will do.
Oh no.
Yeah, those stats will do just nicely. Serena, as soon as you pick up the great sword, your eyes gloss over and they become pools of inky darkness. Your consciousness is assaulted as you hear the sound of chittering echoing in this dark like cave of your subconscious. Before you're inevitably until your psyche is inevitably wrapped up in coils of hundreds upon hundreds of legs.
Oh god.
Ew.
This was bad.
And then
Crazy.
a whisper comes into your ears. I found you.
Yee.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Visper, it's your turn.
Oh shoot.
Hey, really quick, since this is a great sword, do I put away my shield?
Yes. You drop your shield, in fact.
Cool, my armor class is 16. Go ham, guys.
Shoot. I don't
I mean,
know
I'd
what
rather
it is.
not beat you if I don't have to.
I might pull out of this. You don't know.
We'll see.
I will say this much, Visper. What you see in front of you right now is that as soon as Serena picks up the great sword, she stands up. Her shield drops from her arm, and she seems to be just standing there, as if she's examining the sword.
Oh, wow.
But her back is to you, so you do not see what I explained with the eyes. The only person
Alright.
who could potentially see it would be Squarb, but
Not Squarb's turn.
yes. So-
Listen,
I
somebody
don't know what to
somebody
do.
had to push the plot.
Oh gosh. I've been put into a predicament.
A literal rock in a hard place, if you will.
Yeah.
See, it's funny because Serena's an Earth Genasi.
Yes.
That
can
was
I
for the
just get-
guests.
So can I just get like what is it, a rundown of what's happening again, so it can help me with my decision?
Currently, what you see in front of you, the flesh construct is slumped on the ground, head lopped off. Serena picked up the sword and now is standing there as if examining it. Her back is turned to you. Behind you, half of the Scara Audin that came into the building to help you purge this building of the undead, half of them have been slain by this one skeletal knight. So 4 of them remain, but the skeletal knight is still standing and they are behind you.
Alright. If they're behind me, this is hard.
Yeah? That's okay, though.
Sheesh.
I believe in you. Also, I didn't realize it till just now. It's been a little over 20 minutes. Zath did give us a hydrate, so if you guys would like to, please go ahead and take your time to redeem that hydrate. Thank you, Zath, if you're still in here. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Ow, I just lost my notebook. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I got control of
Okay.
a cleric.
And I
Who
use
has
like
no healing?
That's fine.
Or spell slots
Uh,
to turn against us.
This is also fine. I didn't say I needed the spells. I just needed the character.
Can I use chaos?
Ominous.
Oh, I'm not sure if I can. But I'm gonna choose I'm gonna choose chaos.
Okay, go for it. Roll to see if you hit.
All right, let me first cross it. Okay, I got a 10.
10, that sadly does not hit. As you
Gosh
lob
darn
this
it.
arcane bolt of energy, it begins to warble back in various directions as if it doesn't even know which way it's going to fly. Inevitably, it veers so hard to the right that it slams into the wall.
Oof.
You need to make a wild magic.
It is a leveled spell, so yes, you do need to roll a d20 on a 1 through 7. We roll
Okay,
wild
I'm
magic.
I'm
Let's
hoping.
make everything
I'm
bad.
praying.
Let's make everything
I'm
Please.
bad.
anxious.
Ah,
Okay.
1 through 8. 1 through 8.
Okay.
We're getting there. We're getting there. It's gonna happen. I can't
Oh,
wait.
that's so high.
This is
Oh
this
my
is so great, man.
gosh.
We're almost at the 1/10th mark, guys. All right, no, we passed the 1/10th mark. We're almost at the 1/5 mark. All right, like our 50/50 mark. Like it's getting to the point where in the next 2 spellcasts, if she doesn't land on on this spectrum, it's a 50/50 shot. I'm excited.
Oh no! I just realized something you have.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Why'd you have to give me this armor?
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
We're in trouble.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
like I
Oh,
said,
no.
I just needed the character. I didn't need anything else.
Oh gosh.
I might
So,
get back control. We don't know.
that was Visper's turn.
Yeah.
Ember, you're up with Scorb on deck.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm feeling very overwhelmed and I'm not 100% sure what to do.
Okay, so let's break down the situation so that way we can kind of piecemeal it for you, okay? So, what you know thus far, you guys took out. I'll be honest, it was a flesh golem. You guys fought a flesh golem. All right, so
Yeah.
I'll just say this right now. You guys took out the flesh golem because you guys pummeled the fuck out of it. And so you've decapitated. So Scorb decapitated the flesh golem. Serena picks up the great sword that it was wielding with her back turned. You don't know what's going on, but it looks like she's examining the blade. Behind you, half of the Scara Audin, the police that were with you, have been slain by this one creature, the skeletal knight. But half remained, and thankfully they steeled their resolve and were able to maintain the line so that way you guys would be able to complete the mission with them.
Right.
Right now, your immediate
Okay.
threat is the skeletal knight. As far as your character can tell, that is the immediate threat.
Okay. Well, I feel like I could use prestidigitation, maybe.
What does your cutting words do?
It reduces their save DC by a flat amount equal to what she rolls. Or
Okay.
yeah, so she can make them. She reduces whatever their spell, or she can make them reduce whatever their skill or ability check is or saving throw is
I see.
by whatever she rolls on the die.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers because I
that-
can, and this
get
guy's
that
starting to
blender.
annoy me.
Yeah, get that blender going. Go for it.
Cool.
Alrighty,
Okay.
so
So
it is
it has been
a-
cast.
Okay, so fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side. I'm going to assume you just cast it behind them, so that way it can't escape and it can only go forward, and so that way you don't hit the
Yes,
Scout
yes.
Audin. Cool.
You know it.
Takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time in a turn or starts its turn there. I'm going to say on the skeleton's turn, it will roll. You can roll the slashing damage then. That spell was vicious, and it's continuing to be so.
You got it.
Okay, so Ember, is there anything else you would like to do besides cast Cloud of Daggers?
Nope. I'm gonna let that action speak for itself.
Fair enough. Scorb, you are up. You can make a perception check if you wish. To examine Serena more closely. But that is purely up to what Scorb would do in this situation, knowing that the next immediate threat is the Skeletal Knight.
Well, I mean, she's basically right next to me, right?
Yeah, effectively. She's about 5 feet away from you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick look at her just to see if she's okay.
Yeah.
That is an 11.
Okay, as far as you can tell, she seems to be focusing on examining this blade to make sure it's as far as you understand it, she's confirming whether or not this is one of the artifacts. But you do notice that her eyes have glossed over.
I'm gonna tap Serena on the shoulder and say, hey, are you sure right now is the best time to be doing this?
She looks out to you, and then I'm gonna have Serena just say, everything is fine. Let's finish the job.
I don't know if I like that response, but we do have more pressing issues. So, with that in mind,
I don't like this.
that Cloud of Daggers, where is it?
It's behind the it's technically on top of, but behind the skeletal knight. So on the skeletal knight's turn, it will take 44 slashing damage.
Cool. But if I were to say move to attack the skeletal knight, I'm not going to get my ass caught. in the
You are
combat
not going to
again?
get caught in the blender. No.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and how far away from me is it?
That would be you have a what's your fly speed?
My speed is 30 feet.
What's your fly speed?
Same as my walk, to my understanding.
So 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I could have
Let
swore
me double check my.
Yeah, I could have
features
swore
there.
Eric Cochran's had a higher fly speed. That might be.
I believe in their older.
Yeah, I believe that's
iteration
legacy.
They had 50, but the
It's equal
new
to my
version-
fly. It's equal to my walk speed, so it's.
All
30
right,
feet.
cool. So yeah, you would have to take the dash action to get there from how far you are.
That's fine. I
All right.
actually intended to do that.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I would say with your dash action, you would be able to get there, and you would have like 10 feet of movement extra.
Cool. Yeah. No, I'm gonna take my dash to approach the skeletal knight,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna swing.
All right, go ahead. Roll to see if you hit.
And that is 22 to hit.
That will hit. Rolling for damage.
All right. So we are looking at 5 plus 5 plus what was it? 5 from the dash attack.
Yep, 5 for the weapon attack, and then plus 5, so that'd be 10 because you add that to the damage roll, and then add
And then
your
is it-
corpse slayer damage
Cool.
because you know for a fact
So-
this is undead.
10 total of 16 damage. 6 of it is radiant.
Okay, 16 points of damage with 6 being radiant. All right.
And then I will go ahead and do my extra attack. And does a 16 hit?
It does not. So
That's
as
okay.
you break out into a aerial sprint of sorts, like an air dash, and as you land, you swing just above the heads of the Scara Audin, and you manage to catch the skeleton knight unawares. And then as you go for a backswing, it takes its sword and just blocks its path, and then rebuffs you, returning you back behind the spear wall.
That's fine.
Okay, let me just calculate the damage here real fast. Plus that, no, that's minus. I need the plus symbol, please. Okay, cool. It needs to do a quick check. Come on, don't fuck me. What is that? Oh. Okay. Awesome. You notice that as soon as it parries, its once eldritch-filled eyes begin to fade in and out, before inevitably the light inside of its skull fades, and it is standing there, as if a statue with its sword held above its head.
That's problematic.
But it does not seem to act.
Hey guys, I want to formally apologize for what's about to happen if anything does happen.
Oh no, that's okay.
Okay.
Part of playing D&D. Sometimes you just go postal.
At this point, I'm going to say we've exited combat.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no. Do I get another check by chance?
Roll with disadvantage.
Intelligence?
Yes.
Seven.
Okay.
And Squarb attempts to help because being familiar with Serena's mannerisms at this point and having her react that way mid-combat, that's at least the indication that something is up.
I will let you do it if you can pass a DC 12 insight check.
I will attempt. I actually get a +3 to that, so
Please help.
that is a 14.
So I will allow you to give her the help action. Or
Cool, so
less on the help action. Here's what I'll do. Because it is a little awkward, I will... This is interesting. I will say that with that insight, you know something's wrong with Serena.
Yeah.
I will not let you give her the help action for the saving throw. However, I will let you acknowledge but I will give you the knowledge that you acknowledge the fact that something's wrong with Serena.
I'm going to point this out to the rest of the party if they don't also notice.
Everybody else will have to make a DC 14 insight check.
Oh, Come
where
on,
is it?
guys.
Wait, here it is. 10. No, this is fine.
How will I do that again?
If you go to the skills list in the middle of the character sheet, it's in alphabetical order. Look for insight. Hit that number next to insight.
Alright.
Ember
I
rolled.
just can't roll well today to save my
Ember.
life.
Ember rolled a 7. Visper rolls a 16, so Visper notices.
Alright.
Alrighty. So Squarb and Visper, you notice that something is particularly wrong with Serena, though you can't quite pin it down to what. But her mannerisms are a little different. But physically, she looks like the same Serena.
Yeah, I'm pointing that out to the rest of the party.
Okay.
So, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but Serena picked up the artifact and now is being a little odd.
A little strange.
Yeah.
Looks normal to me.
Sure, but she's not.
Yeah.
We've got to. I don't know if this is entirely the highest priority thing right now. We've got to make sure this thing is dead. I don't fully trust it.
Sure, but also our ally may be getting affected by the sword. We don't know. That seems like a problem to me.
Yeah. Maybe like what is it? What is it? Violet. How are you doing on like health and whatnot?
I'm fine.
Alright. What about you, Charon?
Ember.
Oh, Ember.
Um,
Sorry.
I think I'm doing okay so far.
Alright.
Curiosity, how often can I make this check?
You can make another one right now.
Okay, disadvantage.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. It's a little better. It's a 9.
Please, on your character sheet, add 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Oh,
It has
so
been
like,
done.
I would like to go over and check on the big skeleton guy.
Absolutely.
yeah, I was
One
thinking like,
one moment.
Sorry.
As you guys do that, Serena, as you continue to fight against these hundreds upon thousands of legs, slowly enclosing you like a vice grip, the voice continues to whisper into your ear, "Do not fight. Become." As these legs begin to slowly cover your eyes each time you attempt to fight back, until eventually there's nothing but darkness in your vision. What does Serena do in this moment? In her subconscious, obviously.
Hey, Solane. Listen, I know since everything happened with the tribe, I haven't been devoted or faithful. I mean, God, I'm working with necromancers right now. I need your help. I need something to get me through this because I'm fighting something that a lot of things are against. I need to overpower this and win. Please.
Roll a religion check.
Good. Oh God, it's with disadvantage because it's a check.
Mm-hmm. I will say in this instance,
Yeah.
because it is your subconscious, roll flat.
It doesn't matter. That would have been a 7 anyway.
I see. As you, through your subconscious, reach out to your god, Solane, the one who ferries the dead. It's a very common feeling. Every once in a while, when you would reach out to the vulture god, he does not respond. And in this same instance, you do not feel his presence. You do not see a sign amidst the darkness. All you see is these writhing legs slowly engulf you before you slowly begin to sink into the shadows beneath you.
Can I give it one more shot
To
break out of this?
certainly.
Okay.
In this instance, however,
Yes.
because you did try to reach out through your faith, I will make this a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Still with disadvantage?
It will be still with disadvantage because you have been beaten down mentally.
Okay.
I will say this much. Now, I will say this much.
Yes.
You still have 3 points. I can't take any more points now.
Oh, you can't.
Nope. But they will still be deducted. You guys still have 3 points. So if you
Okay.
wish to use it, you can nullify. I will give you the option. You can either re-roll, or you can nullify the disadvantage.
So it would be rolling with disadvantage twice, or just rolling a flat roll.
Correct. Those are the options that I can give you should you choose to use a point of inspiration in this instance.
Okay.
And again, you are welcome to discuss this with your friends because it is their pool of inspiration too.
Yes. I'm sorry for hogging these guys.
You are totally fine. I would rather
Yeah.
you use the inspiration and not die.
Okay.
I don't know. Normally, we have quite a few unused inspirations at the end of the session,
That's
so
fair.
it's better to use them,
So
especially at a point where
which
we're
do
at
you
our
guys
max.
think is a better option, re-rolling the disadvantage or just rolling a flat
yeah, so it's essentially you roll 4 dice, so you just roll a flat die.
and take the
And
lowest?
you
of
still
the two?
take the lowest die from the
Yeah.
4 that you roll.
From the 4?
Yeah, because you're rolling with disadvantage twice.
I would have assumed it's like you roll with disadvantage, and you roll with disadvantage again, and then you take the higher of the disadvantaged rolls, so it's like having advantage and disadvantage.
The idea here is that you either nullify it and you do 1 roll, or you get multiple chances to roll a higher roll.
I see.
That's the idea here. That's the ultimatum I'm giving them. In exchange for 1 inspiration point.
All or nothing. I'll do flat.
Okay. So roll a flat wisdom saving throw.
You son of a bitch! It's a 9.
Both
Bye,
your
guys.
mind and your body
No.
are exhausted.
Take another
Your
level of exhaustion, I'm assuming.
No,
Okay.
your mind is exhausted, which is why you got the level of exhaustion. Your body
see.
constantly going from point to point. You have been fighting all day. It's no wonder that your mind would soon eventually catch up. In this moment where you try to give 1 final push, you just sort of let it wash over you, like the warm breeze on a summer day in the deserts from where you once lived. As you begin to sink into the darkness, what goes through Serena's head?
Regret that she didn't do more to help the village when she had the chance. She feels it's definitely survivor's guilt.
Mm-hmm.
to where she thinks she could have done more. She could have saved one person, but instead she fled and moved to Avacanasta and tried to put everything behind her, and all that's coming back now is just regret of that.
I see. Your survivor's guilt sort of washes over you, and you see the faces of your tribesmen, the elders that taught you the stories of your people, of the world, your parents who, who were out defending the village, the children that were taken away. And as this all begins to wash over you, you hear in your mind, "Welcome home." Serena, or no, actually, Frog.
Yeah. Oh.
Frog.
Yes.
I need you to create a new character.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh
And-
no!
No.
And I also need you to do me a favor.
Yes.
I'm going to be taking control of Serena Silt
Okay.
for this time. So I will let you take this time to build a new character. They will be level 5,
Okay.
and
No.
I will give you this as a
Yes.
as a bonus.
Okay.
I am going to give you the option to get a +2 modifier to whatever stat you would like, or
Okay.
I will give you access to 1 purple item that is appropriate for your class upon character creation.
Okay.
So those are the things you get.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. I have a backup character in mind. It's fine, but this sucks.
I apologize.
No, it's fine. I this was my own decision. I knew this was a possibility, and I still did it.
Coming back to
Very
reality.
sad.
Coming back to reality. You all coming back, you guys are in the hallway. The 4 Scara Audin begin to clean up the corpses of their now dead comrades, and you guys begin to examine the skeletal knight. I believe it was Visper and Violet that wanted to examine the body of the skeletal knight.
I know I did. I don't remember if Visper did.
Okay.
I honestly can't remember.
Okay. Violet, roll with advantage Arcana check.
Advantaged Arcana.
Yes.
That'll give me a good old 19.
The eldritch energy, the necrotic energy that once kept this corpse animated, has long since gone. Well, I say long, but it's actually been the span of 2 minutes.
Okay.
But it is disappeared, and it would seem that Squarb's last strike is what caused it to dissipate.
Is it?
So it seems as though that as it was going to strike, the eldritch energy escaped its body, leaving it nothing more than a skeletal suit of armor.
Can I examine its sword?
Absolutely.
I don't want to pick it up.
Okay.
Per se, am I carrying over this Arcana check, or do I want to think another one? Okay.
This is a sword that was crafted during the process of its creation, during its summoning. It is made of the same black iron as its armor, but it was enchanted to steal the life force away from whatever it struck, preventing them from healing.
Now, as a player, I feel like it might be a bad idea to pick this up. However, given what just
do it.
happened, however,
No.
Do it. Do
this
it.
could be
do
a
it.
pretty
No.
powerful item.
Do it for the meme. Do it for the meme.
No. No.
Yeah, I'd like to pick
Please
up
don't.
the. I'd like
Oh
to.
hell.
Oh my goodness.
I would like to try and take its sword. And
Another one
is
bites the
it a
dust.
big sword? Like how big
It
is this
is.
sword?
It is a long sword.
Ooh, I can use
No.
that.
Oh my goodness, they're dropping like flies.
They drop it like flies.
This
No.
episode is not going at all the way I thought it would.
All right,
Same.
so
This thing is like right up my alley.
it
like,
really is. It's up
come
your alley.
on.
All right, so
Oh yeah, no, like Violet is absolutely doing what I think Violet would do. Like,
but
there's
also,
no guff there.
but also,
there's a chance of death.
all right, cool. Violet, real quick question: are you resistant to necrotic damage?
I am not.
Cool.
Shock.
I know, right? All
Oof.
right, cool. So here's what I'm gonna have happen. As you, first off, I need you to make a strength check to rip the sword from the claws of the skeletal knight, because it is being gripped by a skeletal hand coated in plate mail.
17.
Easy enough. You've handled skeletons, you've handled undead bodies before, with that have been clad in armor, but you normally spend your time doffing the armor so that way you can use just the body. So you're
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, it's just this, and you just easily unstrap it, and then you just drop the gauntlet, allowing you
I also
to
think
fully.
it's really cool to remind people every once in a while. Violet is actually like kind
Violet,
of
you are
strong.
yeah.
Like,
Violet is actually
she's kind
stronger
of-
than she realizes.
Yeah.
I-
No,
I
14
blame-
strength and 14 dex.
Yeah,
like,
I
pretty good.
I assert that as undead. Like it's like a weird version of like undead superior strength. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
really cool. So anyway, so yeah, you reach for the blade. You will take 3d6 necrotic damage. You'll be taking 10 necrotic damage.
Cool, that doesn't break my temp. So
Yep, it doesn't. That's why I asked, because I was like, it probably won't affect your temp, but it might if you have resistance. So it doesn't break your temp. So, and you grasp the blade. It feels good in your hands, like almost like you were meant to wield this blade.
My sword, it was meant for me.
This is my hole. It was designed solely for.
I've had too many characters that are emotionally attached to one specific item that will then destroy them.
Oh no, it's okay. We've already had
uh-oh.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
but more like one ring style destroy them rather than instant death.
Okay,
thing.
cool. So, go ahead and add to your inventory. I'm giving you a weaker version of it because there's no direct translation.
All right.
But go ahead and add a long sword of certain death.
Oh.
I just like that name a lot.
It's actually
I don't see it in the equipment.
so it's classified as a weapon of certain death. It is a magic item.
I see.
For all intents and purposes, when you damage a creature with an attack using this magic weapon, the target can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. That is all the enchantment does.
I had a rapier like that on my rogue that I had on another campaign.
Oh,
That's why I
it's
said
so-
it was coming.
Is it a +1 weapon?
It is, yeah, it is a magic weapon. It is considered a +1 weapon. Yes.
And how long does it take me to make a weapon into a packed weapon?
It requires an 8-hour ritual.
All right.
So
in
on a
that
long
case,
rest, you would be able to make it a packed weapon.
It is doing less damage than my corpse slayer, so right now I'll just put it in a bag and keep with my corpse slayer for now. But this
Okay.
thing is probably my new weapon.
All right. With that, this dungeon is cleared. You all, well, actually, no. We still have some housekeeping to do here. Squarb, you and Visper, we're curious to see what's going on with Serena.
Yup.
Is there anything you want to do?
She's still acting like out of normal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say, because you both rolled high enough, the thing that catches you most off guard is that she dropped Anwa Balora's shield. That shield that she got blessed by the goddess of purification, Anwa Balora. She dropped her
Yeah, I
crocodile
remember.
skull shield. Yeah, she dropped that shield and grabbed this great sword.
So, anyone else notice that that Serena, are you okay? Like, doesn't I'll gesture to the shield. Isn't this like important, or like what's going on?
Serena looks down at the shield, and then she looks back at you. Yes, it is. It has some significance. And she picks up the shield, and she puts it, and she slings it onto her pack.
Question.
Answer.
Does Lizard Friend detect any undead anymore?
No, there are no more undead around you as far as your skelly lizard is concerned.
Great.
So those are definitely not Serena's mannerisms.
Correct.
This, whatever this creature is, this bothers me greatly. I'm going to look at everybody else and just point blank say, well, like I'm gonna, hey, Serena, can you give us just a minute, please? Everybody else, could I borrow you for a second?
She looks at you. You would understand this the most, Rune, because you and I have watched the same movies before.
Yeah.
You know how, like, when you tell a robot, like a sentient robot, like, can you just like back up a bit, and it kind of like looks at you in that weird robotic inquisitive way,
Yeah.
where like it bobs its head back and forth to like scan the area, and then it just sort of like gives you an acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Same thing that happens with Serena. She looks down the hall both ways, kind of like assessing the situation. Certainly. And then steps back towards the stairs.
So, everybody else? Here, please, and, now?
Yeah?
That's not Serena.
Sorry.
So, question mechanically here. Since I failed my insight check, am I still like nothing's wrong?
No, you can make a new insight check if you'd like.
New insight check. All right.
Yeah, I'll make the DC 10 because, you know, you've been informed.
7.
As far as Violet's concerned, she's the same mortician that she's always been seeing her.
Yeah, I don't. It seems relatively normal to me. I don't know.
Relatively
Tired.
normal.
Yeah, tired
As
from the battle.
I understand that, but Serena would never have dropped her shield. She's not speaking like herself. She's not her.
I would like to go over to Serena and snap my fingers in front of her face.
I need you to roll a perception check real fast.
Okay.
And before Serena's nowhere to be found.
No, I got a 4.
Even better. As you turn to look to where Serena is, you notice she is no longer standing near the steps.
Guys, she's not there anymore.
She's fine, huh? I don't mean that to sound as mean as it does. I just... We need to go find her.
Strange.
We need to go find her now. That's not her. She's been possessed by that artifact, I'm certain. So, with that, I'm insisting that we go and find her, like, now.
Also, Frog,
Yeah,
if you
we
could
should
just, like,
probably
in
do
the
that.
background, just send me updates on how your character's going, and then I can vouch for some things if need be, okay?
Okay, not a problem.
Yeah, cool. Sorry, I want to make sure that you're still active, but just, like, aware.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so are you guys in pursuit of Serena?
If the party's not
suppose
coming with
so.
me, I don't care. I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Squirb.
Okay, so that's 2.
I suppose I'm following.
Okay, 4. You all. Well, I'm sorry. What was that? What was that, Visper?
Well, I kind of have to go now.
That's totally
After I
fine.
just
This is
wanted
a good.
to-
Yeah, if you need to bounce, that's just totally a good spot to do it.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
catch you up.
if we need to wrap here, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, here's not a bad spot for us to do so, actually.
Yeah,
Mhm.
chasing after Serena is a pretty good place to leave off for the week, I think.
Actually, yeah, I feel comfortable with that too. We will pick up things right here next week on episode 13.
Today was a sad episode.
It was an interesting one.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. So we're actually gonna go right into our post show here. So for chat, if you want to continue hanging out with us, please do so. But that will be the end of episode 12 of Sand and Shadow. So yeah, we can go right into the post show and just sort of discuss what happened.
Yeah, big fucking yikes.
Yeah. What a day, right?
Yeah.
So is there any
I shed a tear.
I'll even open the floor to chat since I know you guys are still there. Do you guys have anything you want to talk about? Like, are there any huge talking points? Because like a lot happened. You know, we went right into combat. You know, you guys took out the 2 big bads and with relative ease, I might add. And then at the end
there's
there,
a third.
yeah, and then at the end here, you know, it just things just sort of fell apart near the end.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Just from a player perspective, I love it when stuff like this goes down. Like, especially if it's something that like everyone's on board with. I'm straight up just for it.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely.
Stay safe, Lumi. Have a good one.
Take it easy, Limmy.
Bye.
So yeah, but yeah, is there
Bye.
yeah, is there anything like you guys want to go over, particularly in terms of battle or like in the future, things of that nature that you guys like want to like discuss? Like right now, I'm in the background helping Frog create a new character. I will say this on the campaign on D&D Beyond, Serena Silt will still be here on the thing, but
Right.
she will not be playable.
Can I add multiple characters to the campaign, by the way?
You should be able to, yes. I will just.
Okay.
It should be. I think I just I'm going to deactivate Serena, and
Okay.
then that way, I can edit her to what I needed her to do, because that is something I actually need to do. And then, as for the rest of you guys, you know what? Actually, I feel. No, I feel like I should wait till the end of episode 13 or maybe the end of episode 14. I was originally going to level you guys up at the end of the dungeon, but I leveled you guys up in the middle. So you guys are already 5th level. It seems too quick to level you guys up right now.
Yeah.
Sobbing.
Yeah, I would agree.
Sobbing.
Yeah, so I'm going to
I want my rogue level.
So I'm gonna leave you guys here at level 5 for the time being.
I want sneak attack, please.
But yeah,
Up my DPS even more.
up the deeps even more. That's great.
Listen,
No.
the instant I get to use my poison, the instant.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I am so sorry.
I've been nerfed this whole
Yeah,
dungeon.
I am
I've still
so
done so much.
Yeah, I am
damage.
so sorry of how much I have unintentionally just murked any opportunity to use poison. This was not my intention.
Yeah, one of the biggest problems is I have 2 damaging spells. One of them is Infestation, which does poison damage. The other is Arms of Hadar, which does necrotic damage.
Yeah.
And I don't have any other damaging spells. So all my DPS is in my weapons. Also, fun fact, I believe Violet is the character who has used the most different weapons because at first I was using sickles, 2 sickles. Then I was using a normal battle axe. Then I'm using the Corpse Slayer battle axe with some crossbow sprinkled in, both hand and heavy. and then now this certain death longsword. So lots of versatility.
It's really actually really rather cool to see too. 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't get to see that kind of versatility often.
Oh no, absolutely. Like it is.
Oh, packed weapon's so cool.
It's such a versatile thing, packed weapon, because as far as anybody is concerned, you can. So the way it's read, packed weapon, you can basically make a packed weapon out of anything as long as it is a weapon. And then if it's a magic weapon, you have to spend the time to ritually form it into a packed weapon. But once it's there, it's again, you just shunt it into your extra-dimensional space. And you can pull it out whenever you need. It is genuinely impressive what you can do with packed weapon. It's one of the coolest things. It's also why commonly packed weapon is, or why packed blade warlocks are just so common. It's because it's just so versatile.
Oh, it's so good, and it's the only reason I'm dealing any damage.
True. Also, like the sheer versatility of it all, of just being able to go, hey, I need we need to do like piercing damage. Fuck it, I have a crossbow.
I have a crossbow. I have a spear. I need range. I have a crossbow.
Yeah.
Of course, that's only with improved packed weapon. Normal packed weapon kind of sucks.
Yeah, normal packed weapon is kind of on the low tier, but it still functions all the same, and it's really good.
Hey, real quick. I'm gonna hop off because the clocks are about to reset on Splatoon, and I'm gonna go play a few rounds.
Go for it.
Ooh.
All right. I will talk to you guys later.
I might also need to.
Bye.
I recently just re-upped my year pass for Nintendo Online so I can play competitive Pokemon.
Nice.
I think I've accidentally been paying for Nintendo Online monthly.
I
the
have
last
been
like couple
too.
months.
Yeah,
Because I bought like a month to play some Splatoon, and then I didn't.
We definitely need to talk some shop sometime, Trashy. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm just so preoccupied. It's hard to find. Like, I'm also really bad at Discord.
You really are.
I'm really the
But that's
worst
okay.
at Discord. Like, I have it on. I have notifications on. It's just, I'm just really bad at Discord. I do my
You're not
best.
required to be like me, who uses it a lot.
I'm trying. Like, I use it to communicate with everyone. Like Discord has become my new, like, social interaction app. It's just like, yeah, no, I just like if somebody needs to contact me, Discord. I get notifications on my phone, I get notifications on my computer. I'm using it on 3 separate formats. On the, like, as the actual pop-up window, I have it on my Opera GX, and then I have it on my phone. So it's like somebody's bound to get to me. It's just a matter of which notification am I, and am I occupied enough to actually answer it.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just really bad at Discord. That's just how it is. I'm going to reset these inspiration points here, so that way we can set that up for next week.
So, Serena, how are you feeling having in the situation that we're in?
I feel the most guilt about my workers that I abandoned. Jeremy and Lily, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Jeremy and Lily are going to be an interesting thing.
Hey guys, it's me, the corpse,
corpse.
that works with your boss. She's dead.
It's me, the devil.
It's me, the devil.
I'm here to convince you to do sin.
Also, I would like to make a request to get rid of Undying Servant, or not Undying, Invisible Servant, because it's useless, or Unseen Servant. That's what the
Unseen
spell is
Servant.
called. And replace it with Kiss of the Toad, which I believe is homebrew.
That was the homebrew spell you and
added
I
in.
looked at. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, have at it.
Because this is very much Violet's spell.
Yeah, have at it. You can certainly swap it out. I remember you chose it for roleplay purposes, but it just has never had an opportunity to come up. So if you want more,
Vampiric Touch might actually really fit.
Yeah, more power to you. Yeah, no. Honestly, I was very excited when Serena decided she wanted to pick up the sword.
Yeah, no, in my head, that whole time I was going, no. No, I was very excited because I was like, I need somebody to pick up this sword, man. Like, It was either going to be Serena or it was going to be Squarb.
Honestly, I was like, I kind of wanted Scorb to pick up the sword because I was like, he's got the right stats for it. He can go ham. But honestly, I had an idea for every character if they picked up the sword. I had a scenario written down for every character who may potentially pick up the sword. So like, it would have been a wholly different scenario if Scorp had picked up the sword. It would have been a wholly different scenario if Violet had picked up the sword, if Ember had picked up the sword, if Vesper. God, if Vesper picked up the sword, holy shit! I would have had a heyday if Vesper picked up the sword.
Yeah, I don't mean to like steal the show a little bit. I feel like Violet would also be incredibly interesting on the sword. Just for my own player knowledge that no one else knows about Violet.
Yeah.
As
No.
well as...
Like honestly, like it's interesting because like I didn't want. This isn't a player death. Just so that way we're all aware. This isn't a player death.
Yeah.
This is a player transition. This is one of those instances where I have been trying to do this for 4 separate campaigns, where because I as you guys know, I love to give you guys as much agency in your abilities as much as possible, and I let you guys go with a lot of stupid shit. This is one of those few instances where I take that agency away, and it's very interesting to finally have this opportunity to see what I can do, and I got a cleric out of it. Like I got a cleric with this. Okay, like that's nuts. Because I'm just sitting here imagining, oh man, what if I had like, because like if I got the bard, I knew exactly what I was gonna do. If I had the just like if I got a warlock or if I got a sorcerer, if I like I said, I had a plan for everyone, but I ended up with the cleric, and it's that's exciting. But I guess the next question is now, I don't want to reveal Frog's character. Like I don't want Frog to reveal your character until they are properly introduced, obviously.
Yep.
But I mean, for both Violet and Squarb, you guys are technically down a party healer. How are you two feeling about that now? I mean, you guys haven't really, in my opinion, I don't think I've put it up to a position where you guys were like, man, we are struggling without our healer sort of scenario. I think mostly it's broken down to I've just hit you really hard in really weird instances.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jinx.
Sorry.
So
T.
what was I gonna say? So Form of Dread is really nice. That temp HP, I get so much.
Yeah, you become a tank.
It allows me to make up for like Warlock hit points. So, and I don't know, I haven't really felt like I'm hurting too much in general. And worst case scenario, we still have a bard to pick us up if we ever hit 0. So
yeah, absolutely. What about you, Scorp?
Last hit point's the only one that matters.
That's true.
Yeah.
What about you, Scorp?
You're
How
not
you
dead
feeling?
till you're down to nothing.
Yeah, Scorp, how do you feel about the both as a player and as a character? How do you think you're handling this weird instance with Serena, and more or less on a mechanical perspective? How do you feel about losing the cleric?
Squarb rather liked Serena as a person. Like, yeah, maybe the work that she did was a bit squicky, and he didn't really care much for the profession, but understood the necessity of it. And really, where he was sitting was more along the lines of just like, I just hope my friend's okay.
Right. Yeah. No. I have been loving watching your characters, specifically you three, because we've had the most time with them. Sort of build this dynamic with each other. It's very funny to see this interesting triangle of a dynamic of a cop, a mortician, and an undead laborer just kind of interact with each other, because the undead laborer is also the talent scout and also potentially a criminal. working with a cop and the mortician who
Listen,
this is such a fun dynamic. I love it so much because it's just like
Museum
whenever
had some really valuable stuff in it. Like,
right, yeah, absolutely.
no, it's not like he's using it anymore. To be fair,
I mean, yeah,
to be fair,
you know, when the curator of the museum is dead, it's kind of hard for him to use it, and but no, I just
listen,
think
he's
it's-
not making a profit off of it, so I might as well.
see, like you see what I mean? Like it's just so funny because like you'll, like especially I think it was like episode like 5 or something when you guys had killed those cultists and you were like, so we can use this body, right? And then both you and Serena just broke down into like business brass tacks, like, yeah, no, I can inter this body and you know we can set the runes up and everything like that. Meanwhile,
Scorp
Scorp
just looking on horrified.
yeah, Scorp was like, what is wrong with you? Visper and Ember are just happy to be there.
Yeah.
No, I can tell you for sure, just because I mean I live with Ember. I
Right.
know that she's having a good time.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I just like imagine the characters of just Visper and Ember just happy.
Oh
to
yeah,
be
they're
there.
just vibing.
Yeah, they're just like so.
Violet needs to sit down with Visper and have a talk about how to evade the cops. Listen, we
That would-
have one right here, and he hasn't caught me yet. Like,
this is
It's
gonna
not
be.
that I haven't; it's that I've had more pressing issues.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on, you know. Which I'm very happy. I said this before in a previous post show. I'm very happy that we have somebody who's an actual member of the Scara Audin. Because there's so many resources at your disposal, and there's also just so much lore that you can pick out of just because you're a cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I really like that you've let me use the knowledge that I've had from my character's past. Like
Yeah.
it's been so pleasant as a player to actually have my character's history matter because it very rarely, if ever, does.
Right. I try my best to incorporate as much of a character's background and history as I can into what is happening during the campaign. Like the just dropping that lore bomb that Visper is actually a Fey princess, and you know, she's being hunted by the very people she ran away from. You know, I'm
Visper, please, you need at the very least a fake name. I swear to
yeah,
God.
she didn't even try, man. She's just like, I am out, deuces, and then she has left a literal trail. Which is how they found her in Scara Audin, or not in the Scara Audin, in Albucanasta. She's just like, yeah, so I just was like roaming around and I ended up here. It's weird how they found me. Meanwhile, we have found multiple shelters that are made the same way that we taught her. And there have been traces of Fey magic everywhere we go, so we've just been following that the entire time. We found her here. We're just trying to find her. So kudos for giving her that amulet of proof against detection and scrying, because that's made. I have been. So I will be. A sneak peek behind the curtain. I have been rolling like search checks every session, like just every session to try to find her. But I've been rolling them with disadvantage because they can't find her. Because they can't scry for her, they can't like use a you know, they can't cast a detection spell into that. So they are just randomly searching. It has been a hoot for the last like
you know what's great? I could delete all my campaign notes.
Maybe not. Hold on to those because that may
Okay,
be
okay.
important. Depending on how the party handles it, it may be important to
Okay.
keep your campaign notes.
We can get Serena back, right? We can fix her.
But Daddy,
God, I
can
hope
fix-
so.
Yeah, I will say that there may be a thread of hope. It's just a matter of how you guys wish to proceed. But no, there's a lot of threads that need to be that you guys have been pulling on, and it's curious to see where they all lead because, you know, you've got so much to work with. You've got the you know, you got that monastic order of desert monks that attacked the Scara Audin headquarters. You've got you still got Azir with his theft spree from like the very beginning of the campaign. You've got
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
cultists now, and you know, and
11.
and now you've
I have
got
this ace in my hole that I'm very excited to use eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you've got all these threads, and like there's like 2-3 more threads that I haven't stated because I want to keep them because like you guys know like at least one of them, but like I gotta like keep them
You
flying.
gotta play a little close to the chest.
You're right. We got to play a little close to this, but like it's just I'm so curious to see which thread you pull next because this artifacts of Golion has just been so fascinating, and I want to see how far you guys pull.
I just rolled a 17 on a stat.
Damn.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Well, we're looking good for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's basically all I want. Like I was excited for. I was so disappointed when you guys murked my flesh golem. I had this incredible idea to have you guys literally fighting between a rock and a hard place, and if it wasn't for Frog sitting there and going, Scara Audin, block that part of the hallway, I probably would have honestly forgotten they were there, and I would have just had the Skeleton Knight just pass right past them, you know. But because you reminded me that my NPCs were there, half of them survived.
I rolled 2 17s.
Pretty sure.
My
I'm
lowest
pretty
is
sure
11,
that
though.
Visper still has my hat.
She does.
Yep.
Yeah, she does.
You are correct.
I don't.
So-
The hat, it feels like such a part of Violet's character design now because I have her like a hero forge of her.
Yeah.
And not having the hat is so weird.
Right, exactly. It's an interesting. I gave you that hat so early on. I've given you guys magic items very early on. I realize, and I'm so frustrated because I have tailor-made magic items for all the characters. You guys just haven't reached a point to collect them.
That's fine.
And like it's mostly it's also partially my fault, you know. I have been throwing you guys left and right across all of Abu Kanasta. Oh man, that brings up a good point. You guys are still in the midst of the migration too. Those are month-long migrations.
Yeah, we haven't finished that up at even a little bit.
Yeah, it's only been like 2-3 days at most.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys have got a lot going on right now.
Yeah, we're busy fucking people, man.
I made you guys hit the ground running, and I haven't made you guys stop. Apparently,
No, we have not had a chance.
I need money.
I think that's
I am very low on money.
I think that's a good indication. Yeah, you guys are low on money. You guys have yet to have a long rest in like 4 sessions.
Serena had 200 gold on her. I just wanted to point that out.
I know, I'm well aware.
Yeah,
Could I
currently sitting
could I
at,
just like have some of that?
160.
Yeah. So yeah,
Listen,
no, there's a lot.
I'm not using it anymore.
Oh no, she will be.
You know, you just when you drop the shield, you also
You
drop
will
your
be.
money pouch.
You also dropped your money along with your shield. Your shield was attached to your money.
Yeah.
No. You know, I'm curious to see where things go. Yeah. So that sounds like an indication that I may need to create a stopgap to give you guys time to rest. Like give you
Yeah,
guys
let
some-
us have some downtime activities.
It seems so weird when I say it out loud and I realize what the situation we're in. Yeah.
Give me enough downtime that I can create as many spell scrolls as I want.
if you got the money for it, we'll make it happen.
Oh god, I forgot money.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been playing in a campaign with infinite money basically because it's like we did Waterdeep Dragon Heist and then we continued with those characters to other adventures.
Oh
So it's-
god.
we
So yeah,
basically
you
like,
literally
infinite
have a
money.
dragon's hoard of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And I forgot that it costs money to
Yeah,
make spell
it
slots,
costs
spell
money to
scrolls.
make scrolls, and you live in a country full of merchants where the motto is we turn sand into gold.
Once you have it, never ever give it back.
Right, like you guys are in a setting where mercantilism is the main thing.
So, I don't mean to distract. I just think it's really funny to go cutting wood in the dark forest.
Yeah.
The black forest.
Yeah, the Black
Because you
Forest.
cut down one tree and then you get like 12 more.
And then there's like, just a domino effect. It's one of my favorite things in Valheim, which is also something I need to do tonight. fuck, I have so much I gotta do. But no, I'm genuinely excited. Frog, I'm excited for your new character. Uh, I'm sorry, but not sorry with what happened with Serena. I'll be real with you.
That's totally fine.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm happy with how this went.
yeah, I mean,
honestly,
honestly,
like if I were in Serena's shoes, I don't know that I'd be happy because I've just grown attached to Squarb. But at the same time, it's one of those things of like, well, if my character did the dipshit thing, which they absolutely would have done,
right?
you know.
So I want to go over what happened to Serena to make her mental state is really weakened.
Mhm.
One, she summoned the ghost of her ancestors, which
Yeah.
was the tribe that got decimated.
Yeah,
So she saw that.
yeah.
And then
just
she
a little
saw the
survivor
thing
guilt
that-
trauma.
She saw the thing that when they opened the cellar, she got a flashback to the start of when the slaughter happened.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. Again, trauma on top of trauma.
So like those were two things that were already just like not great.
Within a very short period of time. Like, this all happened within a day.
This all happened
Yep.
the same day. Yeah.
I always think it's funny to just think about how time passes in these kinds of things. Like, it's crazy.
It's absolutely
watching-
insane.
I'm watching an anime that is like it's like a fight tournament anime, and each fight takes 4 episodes. But then at the very end of the fight, it shows, oh, the fight was like 7 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like, no, it was 2 hours.
No, correction.
I've been here for so long.
But yeah, no, it's I did not mean for that to happen. You just hit all the flags that just caused it to be
Oh,
that
you
way.
failed so
Totally
many times
fine.
on that dice.
I
Like,
did.
Oh God.
I will say right now, it was a high DC. Like you realistically had to roll pretty high with the intelligence checks, and then because you failed 3 times, you got that level of exhaustion, which
Yep.
makes it even harder for you to succeed. But it was story-wise, it was very good. I felt very good for you to call upon your patron god to see if he can do anything, and I felt
Yep.
so bad that the dice decided that the story was so lame was just
Yep.
not gonna hear you.
During that, I was looking up if you had the divine intervention.
I did not.
I
ability
was
yet.
looking for that too.
I was
Like,
thinking about like, you have divine intervention? This
Yeah.
feels like
Love God, have
exactly what
divine
divine
intervention?
intervention is for.
yeah,
No, that's a 10th level ability.
yeah.
You know, just levels up 5 times.
Yeah. I thought about, so like in that moment I thought about rolling to see if I could allow a brief instance of divine intervention, which is what the religion check was for. If you had rolled high enough on the religion check, I was going to basically give you divine intervention.
I see.
But you rolled a
Yeah, my
9.
religion is +1.
But you rolled a 9, which again, it feels like that definitely was your character though. Like that,
Yeah.
Serena
Yeah,
was
that also
not.
fits.
Yeah, Serena was not a very religious character. She was a pragmatic character.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that Serena didn't have a high religion skill. It would.
Yep.
It would make.
Working with Violet wasn't the greatest decision here. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, you know, but pragmatically, it made sense because that's how she gets her money. She's a mortician.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you know, it kind of just like it feels like
Oh,
the
this is gonna
story.
be so bad for business.
Yeah, it's
God.
just- you're gonna have to find a new mortician.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, so like no, but like it's interesting because like it feels like the story of Serena was told very, very boldly in the last 3 sessions, including this one.
Yeah.
Like you know, like we were just trauma dumping on you. Like,
Yep.
like it was not fun.
It
It-
was.
I mean,
but
it was like in the heat of the moment, it was fucking phenomenal. But
Mm.
like going over it now, like actually going back and understanding what we were doing, I realized I basically like solidified that Serena was suffering from survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
And what a stroke of unintentional DMing on my part. Because honestly, I did not plan for that to happen. I did not plan for you to like hit these flags. It was more like a should something come up, like if this scenario comes up, this is what would happen if she's in the same scenario.
Right.
And you just happen to always be there So it was kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario.
This definitely makes me very excited for other characters' lore and backstory stuff too, and a little biased towards myself because I actually know some of where it's going, and I have an idea
Yeah,
because I wrote it.
yeah, I have been struggling for like 2 weeks to kind of incorporate other characters' stories, at least as easily as it was for me to do with Serena and Visper.
Yeah.
Scorb's story is so it's so ingrained in his character. It's kind of hard not to reference it every now and again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
No, Squarb's entire backstory is who he is now.
yeah, like he is the culmination of his backstory, and so it's very easy to just read what Squarb is. But I want to do more. Like I have a plan, and I want to see how Squarb reacts to it as a character. And
It's so interesting how we each
No, it would
individually
be-
came up with these characters and how well they fit together. Because Violet also is like basically a new person. I'm technically a year old.
yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So that like
fascinating.
that's such a weird like dichotomy of like a very young-ish like new experiences kind of thing versus like the culmination of everything.
Yeah.
I'm very open about that.
Yeah, and to that note, then you have somebody like Lumi in Visper, who literally is a fish out of water character, and she's just trying to figure things out as she goes along. But like she has this backstory that I'll be honest, I kind of have to build for her, and it's liberating in a way as a DM, because that means I basically have a blank check for a character. You know what I mean? Like just give me a baseline, and she gave that to me. She's like, oh, she ran away from home because of an arranged marriage, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I can work with that for forever. Like,
Yeah.
like I will take this to the bank if you don't mind, and I will cash it. And I have, as soon as these motherfuckers can roll a high enough search check to find her, it's gonna go off. I'm just saying.
It's over. I've got to go.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
definitely.
so-
We all should probably call it here for the night.
Yep.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much again for being such wonderful players, and I am excited for
you,
next
of
week.
course.
I am genuinely excited for next week because I have plans.
Yes.
Yeah, so please,
I'm
I'm sorry, please.
excited.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you for the D&D. For those of you who are still in chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We will see you guys next week for Sand and Shadow, anyways, for at least for Dungeons and Dragons. Throughout this week, I may stream sporadically here and there. We'll see how it goes. Because the new game, Hi-Fi, what was it called again? That
Hi-Fi
rhythm?
Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, dude, I just got that on, and I'm like, dude,
It's
I'm
so good.
excited.
I am jealous because I really want to get my hands on it.
Xbox Game Pass, man.
I don't have it.
It's on Xbox Game Pass. Anyway, I've gotta head out. Bye.
All right, bye, Mafia.
Stay safe, Mafia.
But yeah, definitely. Please, guys, check out all these wonderful people. These are my players. Check out their Twitches when you get the opportunity. Do you two have anything planned for this week that you're doing before we head off?
I mean, I do streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Friday is my JRPG day. We're currently playing through Dragon Quest VIII. We just finished Chapter 1. Just beat the crap out of Dulmagus and rescued Jessica. Really excited about that.
Happy for you.
Other than that, Monday and Wednesday are kind of my variety day where I'm still trying to find that niche, you know?
Mhm.
But, yeah, no, that's all I've got.
Yeah. How about you, Frog?
It kind of depends on if I'm feeling better, honestly.
Yeah, you're a trooper today, by the way. You just
Seriously.
recovering from bronchitis, and you're still coming in. That's trooper. All right, well, with that, that's it from me. And like I said, we'll see what happens throughout the week. But for now, guys, thank you so much for joining us again. Once again, get something to eat, stay hydrated, get some rest if you need it. Be good to each other, and remember, we love you. Bye for now.
Bye.